Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal vandweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for August 2025. And it is August 38th, so I think it's time to get the whole tournament wrapped up. Pretty excited about this one. Very intriguing semifinals and finals shaping up. A lot of good storylines here. Let's take a look. The first match we're going to have is Pixelandy. He is our reigning Masters champion, and he is actually our back-to-back now DAS Masters champion. He's going for the opportunity to be the first player ever to win Masters and DAS Masters back-to-back in the same, back-to-back, right? Not in the same month, but back-to-back, right? So winning both. He won it, both of them in July. He wants to win both of them now. He's got the August DAS Masters. If he can win this event, yeah, he'll have won both in back-to-back months, the same month. I mean, that is crazy, right? He was the first player ever, or the second player to get into the semis of each, first player to win both in the same month, and now going to do it back-to-back. So that's one storyline. Dog playing Tetris is going to be on the other side, and Dog, as you know, you probably know this, Dog is tied for 11 overall Masters wins with Corian. So if Dog can win this, he will be the all-time winningest CTM Masters winner. That includes Mega Masters, that includes Lone Star, all the Masters conferring tournaments. He would be the all-time winningest CTM winner. So that's two storylines. And yeah, the other two players pretty much have the same storyline. Both of them are in the semifinals. This is Guafi and Knight, both of them in the semifinals for the first time in their careers in the Masters event. So if one of them can win it, there will be a first-time winner for the first time this year. We have not had any first-time winners this year. The last first-time winner we had was basically a year ago, Sidnev in August of 2024. Guafi and Knight going for the chance to do that. So if either one of them can get into the finals, or both of them, they will have a shot. But, you know, pretty tough. Pixelandy, 5-time Masters winner. Dog, an 11-time Masters winner. And then two other players with 0 Masters winners. So it's a little bit of an uphill climb, but it could happen, right? And you'll be watching it. So whatever happens, whoever wins, it's kind of a big deal. So, yeah, cannot wait to see how this one turns out. And this closes the book on July and August. It's all over, and there's no Masters or anything planned for September, which is a shame because it is September, so that was bad. That one didn't work out for me. It's September on Twitch, so that's one thing I do want to remind you. I think September, isn't there like discounted subs on Twitch or whatever? You know, help out the channel. Or if you're going to do one of those 12-month or 6-month things, do it now, right? Because it's September. So, whatever. There it is. That's what's happening, okay? Got it? Good. Let's take a look at the rules. The rules say that this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical or mechanical. Biological turbo only. We will have level 18 starts all the way through level 39. Super kill screen, make sure that's turned on. And of course, we will be playing with an uncapped score. These are best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. We will be using same piece sets re-rolled in between each game of the match. Do not receive any advice while you are playing. No information about how you should play or about your opponent's board state or anything like that. One mind per game. That is it. And do not pause unless the commentator tells you. This might come up when you have a technical issue. So if you experience an issue with your internet or OBS or your computer slowing down, having problems, sputtering, whatever, just keep playing. Assume that the game that you're playing when that happens will count, because it might. So just keep playing and await further instructions from me, your humble referee and commentator. Is that it? Is that everything that we need to know? Yeah, the winner, yeah, there's no prize. So, players are just playing for the thrill of victory and, oh, wait, no, they're not. We do have a prize. Oh, crap. There is a prize. The prize is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $2,445.69. It's pretty big for a Masters event. We have reached our goal. We will be paying the top 8 finishers in this tournament. So everybody you're seeing today, plus the people they beat, well, yeah, they are all in the prize pool. So that is very exciting. Thank you to everybody who has helped make that happen. We had some big contributions this month, and it really helps out. Now, pace yourself, though, because, we're going to have some October tournaments, and, we'd like to have some prizes for that as well. So, but, listen, I'm not going to say don't contribute. If you want to contribute, do it, right? Our prize pools are always 100% funded by you, the viewers, the fans, whoever you are watching at home. That's it. That's where it comes from. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, you can use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. It'll bring up some links to one that says ME or Masters. That is the one. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. The top right-hand corner, there is a button. It says lock in. Log in? Lock in? What? Log in. Click on that. You should also lock in. Click on that, and you can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube account, or if you want to, there's a bunch of other accounts you can sign in with as well. Once you're logged in, orange button on the right side says contribute. Click on that to contribute. Thank you again to everybody who has contributed to the prize pool. We will thank all of you at the conclusion of this broadcast. So, if you want to hear your name read out loud, you can contribute, okay? That's how to support the players. To support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris and make an ongoing pledge of support to keep this channel continuing. We're scraping by. We're here. We're going. We're here. Sometimes it's a little monkas, like whatever, but we're here. We're continuing. It is September, so if you want to support the channel on Twitch, I think there's discounts for single month and multi-month and gifts. I don't really know how it all works. It probably shows right there on your Twitch screen. I'm sure I probably should look into it. I don't know how it works, but please consider supporting us. September, always a big month for like every streamer. So we could always use the help, and especially use it now. So anyway, thank you to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, people who are going over there and supporting the channel, just like everybody on the screen right now. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9 Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit, Mila, and Jason. A few others I have to add to the slide. They'll be added before the next month, because I update it every month, right? But you know who you are, so you can just feel, your inner pride and satisfaction of contributing and keeping something that you love going. Anyway, Twitch, you've got bits, you've got subs. Remember, it is September. You can gift a sub. You've got an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming sub if you're an Amazon Prime member. YouTube, you've got super chats, super stickers, super thanks, super this, super that, channel memberships, gift channel memberships. Do all that. When do I update the patron list? I usually do it once a month, updated for the new tournaments. So that is when I do it. Sometimes I can get in there and do it more often, but Lori coming in with a gifted membership fan level. Really appreciate that. That's true. Sunny, contributor, Javanti updated their contribution. We have a couple others who have upgraded. So I really do appreciate it all. And you will get your thanks, believe me. Plus, I usually leave people's name on here too long. So, some people I think on this list aren't even contributing anymore, but we thank them anyway. Okay. That's it. So that is it. Support. You're going to have you will have the tiniest text on the patron thing. All right, that is it. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the game screen. I'm going to go ahead and dump the pieces on the players right now. We'll get their cameras going while they finish up their warm-ups. We got a giant Pixel Andy camera. It's really big. Andy, you're all right. Let's see. Now that's a normal Andy size, regular Andy, and we'll cut Guafi down to size. We'll get it all set up. Okay, so there's some of that. We'll get Guafi, a normal size here. All right, well. Well, he loves that monitor. He loves it. All right, let's see. Let's move him over here. Let's see. It's in the thing. He loves it, and it's right behind you. Oh my God. All right, you gotta. Move it to. It's better if you just put it outside of the camera, but put it where your belly button is. Put it right behind the placard. Just move it to the left like 20 pixels. Oh, baby elephant walk. Look at that. We have some weird 60s instrumentals there. Easy listening instrumentals. All right, that's good. Please put the Tetris. Oh, it's not in the Tetris category. Oh, that stupid thing. I'm so sick of that. Category Tetris. Should I put it? Maybe I should put it in retro. Should I put it in retro? I'm gonna put it in retro. We're gonna put it in retro. How about that? Where's the seed? The seed is there. It's been pinned by Sunny. .65 BBBD. All right, it's in retro. What's up, Evesy? Welcome to Tetris. All right, I don't know exactly how to line up Andy here, but yeah, it's something to do with Restreamio. I'll look into it, Tio. It'll get set next time. It's really annoying. All right, looks like we got both players ready. So, I mean, Andy's not sitting down, but I guess we'll just kind of go with it. So, yeah, looks like Pixel Andy, Guafi, they are about to play. It's not the top 8, it's the semifinals. The winner will go to the finals. So let's go ahead and get them counted down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Well, semifinals time for the Masters event, always exciting. Are they on the same seed? I gotta check that. They are not on the same seed. Guys, you are not on the same seed. I did not seed check Andy. The one time I don't seed check them, and Andy, it's y'all, it's you. So let's go ahead and top out because the seed is wrong. Andy, I think Andy knows what he's doing. I think Andy knows. All right, Andy, you have lost the game. Guafi, you're up 1 game tonight. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you can top out. For real, on God. Laurie, thank you for gifting the sub to Rorschach. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna re-roll the seed, guys. And the one time I don't check the seeds, the one time. Y'all always messing with me, so you got me. Seed is right here. A3B943. A3B943. Yeah, that is a natural top out. That's what should happen. If you get the seed wrong, you should get your score as a natural top out. But then it will just encourage people to mullen they're wrong seeds. So do we want that? I don't think so. A3B943, right? That's all correct. Good. All right, looks like both players are ready. It is a Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event, August 2025 semifinals. Pixel, Andy, and Guafi. The winner goes to the finals in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And we'll just make sure. Okay, we got an LOL. It started out with an LOL, so I think that is fitting for this game 1A. Actually, LOL, just all L's and O's, would be a great. It wouldn't even be stupid Tetris Monthly. It would be the ridiculous Tetris Monthly. Like just all L's and O's would be a good mode. All right, on the left side of your screen, it is Pixel Andy. And I mean, what can you say about Andy? Andy is the reigning CTM Masters event winner. He won it in June. That was the last time we did a proper Masters event. That's 5 times overall. In June, he won it for the first time since August 2023 for his 5th overall Masters event win, and he is back to try to do it in back-to-back months. He's also a 7-time DAS Masters winner. We've held the event 10 times, and he's won it 7 times, including this month and last month. So he won DAS Masters and Masters in the same month, the first player ever to do that, and now he's looking to do it again for the 2nd month in a row. So absolutely crazy. Pixel Andy qualified into seed number 1, which is crazy in the Masters event, right? Normally you're like, oh, seed 1 in DAS. And, you know, Andy hasn't really been playing the Masters event too much until the last couple months. But yeah, seed number 1 in this, but not in the DAS, right? So seed number 1, he got a 2-round bye. 132 for Pixel Andy, 190 for Guafi. And Pixel Andy defeated Sunny in the round of 16, Dan V in the round of 8, and is now facing, of course, Guafi here in the semi-finals. Andy, the first player ever to get a 2 million in a competitive level 39 cap game. 3rd game crasher, former world record holder for overall score, 8.9 million. And he's one of only 3 players. 3. This is it. Only 3 players to have a 1.3 million with DAS, with hyper tapping, and with rolling. Only 3. You in chat, you can guess the other 2 if you want. He's a 4 times Mega Masters winner. He was a runner-up in CTWC in 2020, 6-time overall gold bracket player, a couple of semifinal finishes as well. 4th in Jonas Cup last year, and you know who could forget the winner of the Challenger Circuit in March of 2020. And you know, March of 2020, historically important month in world history, right? Really, that first pandemic month, and Andy was winning challengers back then. So, all right, that is Pixel Andy. A lot more you could say about Pixel Andy, of course, but you don't want to pile on here. On the right side, it is Guafi. He's at 354 right now. Gets a Tetris 377, 302 for Andy. Guafi qualified in with a 1.48 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. So in virtue of his top 16 seeding, he got a 1-round bye. And he defeated Portal in round 2, Meme in the round of 16 in a, definitely a revenge tour there for Guafi, and defeated Cole in the round of 8. So got here to the semifinals to face Pixel Andy. $447 for Guafi, $369 for Pixel Andy. Guafi with a 2.96 million PB. That's a top 30 score. He was ranked 25th in the most recent, in the Premier poll heading into this tournament. I haven't seen the most recent Premier poll, but heading into this tournament, Guafi was number 25. And those are the ranks that we use. I don't update it in the mid tournament. So heading into the tournament, he was in 25. Of course, Andy was number 7. Guafi making his 6th appearance in the Masters event. He's been in Mega Masters also 2 times. He won a Future Circuit back in July of 2024, 2 times in CTWC Gold Bracket with his highest finish happening this year in the top 16. And you've also seen him in regionals, Northeast Regional, that's Connecticut, I think, as well as the two times the Boston Regional has been held. Tetris for Guafi, 516, 481 for Pixel Andy, 9 lines away from that 19 transition. Both of them are going to Tetris. The speed increase about to happen. He got 17th in the new poll. Yeah, I haven't looked at the new poll at all. And really, this is the first month I didn't vote in the new poll. I just had a lot going on, and I just couldn't quite get to it. But we should be back to normal. It looks, or close to normal. Looks like the issues I'm having in my apartment are coming to some sort of resolution, so that's good. Both of them into 19 right now. The speed is increased by 50%. We'll have 100 lines of this speed until we get to level 29 at 230 lines, where the speed will double. Of course, both players rolling technically, right? And Pixel Andy returning to kind of open tournaments with the knuckle rolling variant of rolling, where instead of using his, the pads of his fingers to tap the bottom of the controller, he's like scraping his knuckles underneath to kind of bump the controller up into his thumb to get those quick taps. Tetris for Guafi, 712. He's been ahead the entire game. All right, Pixel Andy. Oh, great placement of that long bar. So now he needs to do something here. This is pretty darn tight up here. No real burns for Andy. So this is going to be tough. This could be a top for Andy. We'll see if he can survive. No, that is going to be a top out for Andy in game number 1. And Guafi is going to go up 1 game to none. Guafi with a significant cheering section in the chat. Of course, Pixel Andy, a beloved figure, but, it seems like anytime people get a lot of success, then they start to take on kind of a villain posture in the chat. So, people starting to, very quickly, Andy has reestablished himself as the overdog. So, a lot of underdog rooters in the chat now. It's like when Andy's coming back from injury, trying to get reestablished in open gameplay. Andy, a little bit of an underdog, had a big cheering section, and now all of a sudden, Pixel Andy, nope, he's the overdog now. All right, the pieces are here, players. They are 8EDD7C. And now I really I gotta very carefully check all the seeds now. All right, players, the pieces are here. So 8EDD7C, my guys. So yeah, no no regular CTM events planned for September, and everything on our schedule is going to be pushed back a month, probably even including ESWT BBWC, which pains me, but we got to get Mega Dasters in, and so probably not doing that the same month as the Bears game. So I don't know. Should we do Bears in January? Yeah, tell me about November, December, or January. January sounds like a really good time to do it, but we might do November. Maybe we'll just push it back by a couple weeks. But we are doing it. Bears to the end of the year. I just want to... Are we doing No Cap November? Maybe. All right. Hey, Andy, I don't know if you... I don't know if you're in the room or what, but let's go. I see your shadow, man. I see your shadow. I know you're in there. You want to do No Lines November? Rip. I don't know if he's actually in there. All right. It might be just a couple. I think we'll do. Maybe we'll do Bears like right after Mega Dasters ends. If Masters tap and dash Triple Crown, STM Mad Pair would be the Grand Slam. All right, 8EDD7C, both players on seed. Let's get them started before they get up and run away. 3, 2, 1, Tetris game number 2. Yes, I understand what No Line November means. I don't know. No Cap November. I mean, have we... I feel like we've proven everything that we need to prove. Like, what else are we adding? You know, we probably had the most exciting No Cap game that is possible in those finals, right? With Dog and Scooty and all those rollovers. I mean, how can you top that? Ava says there is low-key no reason to do no cap. 3-2 says no cap November might cause injury. No crash November. I mean, No Cap November was something that we did. I feel like it's a transitional kind of tournament in the sense that, you know, we got to 39 cap. There were still doubters about 39 cap. We didn't like 39 cap. It was, you know, it was kind of the standard, and we did it just to, I don't know, mollify certain doubts and grumblings about it. But now, I mean, it's just universally the format, so I think we've proved everything we need to prove with it. No viewers November? Oh, that sounds wonderful. 170 here for Guafi, 147 for Pixel Andy. So as far as I can tell, these players have not faced each other in CTM, according to Liquipedia anyway. And if I look in the match database, there are no matches on record between Pixel, Andy, and Guafi. Now, that's not 100% surprising. Guafi not playing, you know, Das Masters, and Pixel Andy being away kind of from open competition, which kind of coincided with Guafi and his sort of rise through the competitive ranks. So I guess it would not be all that surprising that these two have not faced off. Seven bag September you want to do? Oh my god. That is so boring. Have you actually, there is a 7 bag, hack or whatever of NES Tetris, and it's so boring. Of course, it's so boring. You would think that like anybody could max with 7 bag in NES Tetris, and yet I still have yet to do it. I haven't played it in a couple of years though. Maybe I should try it. What is 7 bag? So, NES Tetris, there is some idiosyncrasies and weirdness with the RNG, but it's basically random, right? Or as random as you're going to get in a Tetris game. But in modern versions of Tetris, the RNG, you're guaranteed to get, every piece every so often. So basically every, 13, 14 pieces you will get. You can't go more than 13 pieces or whatever it is without getting any given piece, right? So there are no monster droughts in 7 bag. $475 for Guafi, $451 for Andy. I wonder now, I haven't played it in a couple of years. I wonder if I could get a 7 bag max. I'll have to try it out. I probably can't. But, that would be good training, right? What about no start? No start November, just don't start the tournament. Well, that's what we've been doing for October. I haven't launched the tournaments yet, and it's September 7th. So I'm going to try to do that tonight/tomorrow morning. Every time I go to do it, I get distracted by something that needs my urgent attention. All right, Tetris for Guafi, $5.95, 4 lines to go until level 19. Guafi is in at $6.25. Big transition for him. One more Tetris available for Andy. He's going to get it into 19 with a 600 transition. Good adjustment there to make room for that Z piece, but that T is not going to get over. Tetris for Andy, 624, 675 Guafi. Guafi ahead by 8 lines. Chen says, any thoughts on some form of crash dodge tournament? There has not been a lot of interest in that. But, sometimes you have to create interest by just making an event for it, and that will generate some interest. But I am very skeptical that anybody can get all that far. I don't know. It just seems very random. Maybe we'll do something on like Deathmatch or something. Oh boy, Guafi with some drops here. Oh wow, kind of triple tuck that piece around. And we'll see. Guafi, crazy situation if he can survive it. Andy's board wasn't that much better, but Andy's now all cleaned up. And this sequence is probably going to allow Andy to get back into a lead, but we're getting droughted, so you got to get the pieces. And there it is, finally. Tetris for Andy, 759. Guafi a few burns away from getting out of it. See how he's going to build this. Yeah, he's going to build. No, he's not going to go on the left well. He's just going to take that triple and transfer the well back over to column 10. Andy now has the real-time lead by 13,000 points. He's also back by 8 lines still. Tetris Guafi 840. A couple of long bars here. He'll get another one. Guafi trying to attack that gap in the stack. Ends up having to block again. And yeah, it just kind of ends up making these formations on the top of his board and just giving him the exact wrong piece multiple times in a row. Finally, long bar down, Tetris Guafi, 925, but Pixel Andy out to even more of a lead. It's got a max here on 27, 926 for Guafi on 28. 6 lines to go until 29. The speed is going to double. There's a Tetris for Guafi. He's got the max into 29. Andy is still 7 lines away. Let me go ahead and refresh Andy here. Players, please continue to play. And Andy topped out at B03. So the chase down target for Guafi is going to be B04. So Guafi needs to get to B04. And he's basically a Tetris away. He's got a lot of time to chase this down. Obviously, he's still got almost 60 lines to go until the 39 super kill screen. Board's starting to climb a little bit here, but he's bringing it down. And he's just chunking it down, just a few thousand points to go. And that is going to do it for game number 2. Guafi with the chase down. Kind of Andy's stream died in the middle there, but it's clear that that is a real top out on his part. So didn't see exactly how it happened, but that is good enough for Guafi, who's going to take game number 2. And I will go ahead and give these players some new pieces. Oh, my piece button is not working, so we'll have to type it in. I'm going to refresh both of these players just to make sure that we are synced up. All right, I'll be right back, players. Just give me about 30 seconds. All right, players, it is time to get this show on the road, so we could All right. Well, we do have to continue, players, so. Pieces are D5, B6, 7F. Looks like both players are ready. D5, B6, 7F. The players are on T. The both players are ready. Let's go. It's game number 3. Guafi is up 2 games to none. So Pixelandia has got to win this one to stay in the tournament and have a shot at another finals. 3-2-1 Tetris. Guafi 1 win away from clinching a finals for the first time here. Andy, of course, trying not to let that happen. All right, Andy gonna uncover the right side here and get Tetris number 1 of game number 3. And yeah, by the way, thanks again, Laurie, for gifting a tier 1 sub to the monthly Tetris community here on Twitch. And Laurie also, yeah, Laurie gifted one over on YouTube as well. So Laurie just going back and forth, platform to platform. Really appreciate your generosity, Laurie, who watches on her watch. Cute Pup Jesus with the 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much, Cute Pup Jesus. Really appreciate that. DHK, Shinamax, Tolstoy, Codename, and Llama. Now, Ndog in chat has made another challenge. And this is a pretty aggressive one, guys. This is pretty aggressive. I don't know if we'll get there. We'll see. Ndog has said if we get to 2,800 in the prize pool, he'll kick in another 200. So we have to get another 279 to unlock another 200. So you have been challenged by Ndog. If you want to make it happen and have one of our biggest prize pools for a monthly ever, well, the challenge has been issued. Thank you, Ndog. Really appreciate that. Tetris for Pixelandy, 225, 180 for Guafi. And again, thank you, Cute Pup Jesus, for those gift subs. And I believe September is in effect. For those of you who are not subscribed on your own or just kind of month to month, I think if you're month to month, you upgrade to a multi-month or a higher tier subscription, then there are discounts on those. And there might be bonus gift sub periods as well. It's all very complicated, but you should have the options. It should tell you what is available to you somewhere on the screen or in the while you're watching on Twitch. 287 for Guafi, 371 for Pixelandy. There's a Tetris for Guafi, 310. Andy at 395. Andy also ahead by 11 lines. And so far, you know, ahead or behind, T-spin there set up for Guafi. Ahead or behind lines hasn't really factored in too much. Summer B with the contribution to the prize pool, 78.31 to get us to 2,600. Summer B loves to make those even numbers, so I'm here for it. Thank you, Summer B. Really appreciate that. It means we are 200 away from unlocking another 200 from N-Dog. So thank you so much, N-Dog. $539 entry into 19 for Pixel Andy. There's a Tetris for Guafi, still 7 lines away from that 19. All right, Summer B is going to sleep. You've done your part, more than your part. Thank you, Summer B. Guafi going to Tetris in at 503. So Andy has got the advantage at the 19 transition. Here's a Tetris Andy, 639. All right, nifty little burns here for Guafi. Gets a Tetris, 554. 665 for Andy, though. He's up over 100,000 points. And right now, of course, he's ahead by about 10 lines. Another Tetris for Andy, level 22 with a 720. All right, players dumping in Tetris's quickly and furiously. Rogue Potato with the 666 contribution. Thank you to Rogue Potato. We're now under $200 to unlock a $200 bonus from N-Dog. 863 for Pixel Andy. $674 Guafi, a skimming at Tetris for Guafi, $705. There's a Tetris for Andy. He's ahead about 190,000 points, but ahead by 10 lines, but it's a real lead. All right, N-Dog willing to go gradual here if we get to 20. We get to 20. Well, you can read it in the chat, but he's willing to go a little gradual here just to make it a little easy for all y'all to knock it in. Appreciate that, N-Dog. Tetris here for Pixel Andy, and he's got a max and more, A41. 781 for Guafi. There's a Tetris Guafi 882. There's one Andy B13. Andy is into 29 at B52. Gonna take a nice triple down that left side just to knock this down. Play it safe a little bit. He's got a lead. Guafi 4 lines away. Q-Pup Jesus with the $50 contribution to the prize pool. Thank you so much, Q-Pup Jesus. Appreciate that. B73 for Pixel Andy. He's got a... Oh, he's blocked here. That long bar is going to help a lot. He's bringing this down. Uncovers the right side. Long bar Tetris for Andy. C29. Guafi has got the max. He's on level 30. He's back by 200,000 points, but he's got, 18 to 20 lines in hand. That board climbing, though, gets a long bar over Guafi. He's got to bring this down and start scoring again. Guafi's still alive here. That board a little bit high, but still workable. He's fighting it down. Bar to the right. A82 for him. C68 for Andy, but Andy with a little bit of a misdrop. He's gonna cover. He's gonna block that center well. He's got some burns here he can take, or just one anyway. He opens it up again. The bar gets in. D20 for Andy. Critical Tetris here. And Andy is gonna top out at D21. So it's all up to Guafi. D22 is the target. That left side T for Guafi, not great. And yeah, he is in a spiral here. And no, that is going to be a top out for Guafi. This was Chasedownable. Of course, Tetris is here worth like north of 40,000. So it would have taken, four Tetrises, somewhere around there. So, but yeah, so that Andy will survive. And we'll take a game here in game number 3. Yeah, Guafi really, kind of doing a high wire act here with some of that survival. And there was a couple times I was certain it was wraps, bro. Same drought killed both, says Steel. Yeah, because they were a little offset in lines. 34 to 35. Got it. Okay, well, I am going to go ahead and looks like Andy scampering off here. I am going to drop some pieces here. My pieces are working, and every time he gets up, I'm just going to run an ad. Why not? We gotta make them dollar bills, y'all. Because I know it's going to be more than a minute. Yeah, that's right. Andy's just trying to help the channel so he can run ads. What's up, Burbia? How's it going? Oh no, he got ready a little too early. Hopefully he's off seed. Let's see. Let's see. 86B81C. Let's go ahead and get them started. Guafi, Pixel, Andy, game number 4. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. There's 2656 in the prize pool right now. And I think if we get to 2,800, N-Dog has pledged another 200 to get us to 3,000. So right here, like 144, it's a huge return on that. Let me refresh our player here. Good ROI on your prize pool spend right now. Yeah, it's repeating. All right, Tetris here for Guafi. Yeah, I can't get his stream to continue. All right, players, we are going to go ahead and top out. They're having issues on Andy's side, and we're 20 lines apart. So we are going to top out. Since we just started the game. So, Andy, I don't know if you can, like, restart something or what. I've refreshed it multiple times, and it just goes for, like, 6 pieces and stops. So we are going to top out. Is it official top out? So don't even look at what's happening. It's an official top out. You gotta get his family some internet. Thanks, Jen. Doing okay. Dog, give Andy the router. Yeah, Dog has the better router. Holy moly. All right, we'll try to get Andy back and confirm that. You know, never any problem with the, extended warm-up, but as soon as you get right into the game, toast. Commodore Friday, thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate that. Danny, thank you for the tier 1 sub, 18 months. Tio with the 3 months at tier 1 says it's September. 25% off current subscriptions. Current subscribers can switch to paying every 3 or 6 months to get the discount. So thank you, Tio. Appreciate that. September. Well, it's going to be a long day. This is going to be a long day. Ay, ay, ay. We've got 3 games done in an hour. That's pretty good. Ay, ay, ay. It should be back. All right. I'm going to believe you. I'm just going to choose to believe. And dog, it's a losing battle. Usually these kids are not in charge of what internet they get. But, capture cards, they definitely should get some spare capture cards. C4D637. What is going on, Vandy? Hello, Kevin. All right, looks like both players are ready. This is game 4 for real, okay? This is the real game 4. 3-2-1 Tetris. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 8 at this point? What is it? Best of 8? Listen, this stuff happens, you know, it happens to everybody. It happens to me sometimes when I'm streaming this very event, so. Okay, we are underway here in the real game number 4. Andy has got to win this one to force the deciding game number 5. I guess football, NFL football has begun this week, and I'm so glad that I'm not following it. Like I don't I don't want to be disappointed by multiple sports teams. So now I only follow baseball. So my my potential for disappointment is limited. I can't imagine following like all the sports and just being continually raging and being disappointed about how your local sports team is doing when there are 4 of them. All right, Andy here trying to bring down this board. He's gonna uncover this here and just would like a quick bar or something for the left. Either one will do. Of course, he's gonna get neither. And it's a little bit of a draw. Long bar gets over. There it is. Andy 177, Guafi 175. Burbia says, are we doing a no cap November this year, Vandy? Yeah, that came up a little bit earlier in the stream, and I don't know. I'm just not sure what else there is left to prove. How are we going to top last year? Do we want people playing, 2-hour matches? I don't know. Maybe we'll do no something else November. Quals for September open yet? Well, there is no September, but October, it'll be open. I've been meaning to open them the last couple of days, but things just keep coming up that I have to deal with. So I'll try to get them open. If not tonight, then tomorrow morning when it's, a normal work day. Blue Scooty's grandpa, tier 1, 6 months. Appreciate that. Thank you, Blue Scooty's grandpa. 266 for Pixel Andy, 305 for Guafi. Yeah, it's no CTM September. It's like the best month. Yeah, I just don't know how we topped last year. And not that we have to top last year, but I just feel like, again, that tournament was something like, it was something to just pacify the 39 cap haters. And there are, fewer and fewer of those now. 39 cap, pretty standard now. And so I think last year's tournament was a good, a good place to end, All right, Andy with a nice L piece here, and he should be one piece away from uncovering that right side. Guafi in a bit of a down stack here. All right, he's going to uncover that right side. He's working one row off the bottom. He's at 415. Andy at 401. Tetris Guafi 441. Same line count, Guafi up by 16,000. We're into 19 now. And just a few thousand points apart, few lines apart, still close. Tetris Andy. Got some gaps here. Guafi with a big pile in the first couple of columns. Dirty Tetris for Andy, 555. 551 for Guafi. So Andy just, 4,000, 5,000 points apart, something like that. Same line count. Very, very close. I mean, we could just have regular CTM. It's fine. It doesn't have to be no anything. It could just be, no, no anything. November, right? Norovirus November. I don't want to do that. All right, 694 for Guafi. Uncovers that right side long bar down. Tetris 726. Andy at 683. Tetris for Andy 715. Another Tetris Andy. Guafi working one row off the bottom. Tetris Andy 778. There's one Guafi 799. Another Tetris Andy 844. Guafi still one row off the bottom. Another Tetris Andy. A little bit of a slowdown here for Guafi. But there's a dirty for Guafi, 878. Tetris Andy, 919. Andy, another Tetris, 956. Guafi at 926. They're just two rows apart, two lines apart. All right, that double is going to take Guafi into 29 at about 930 something. Now 950. Andy going to Tetris into 29 at 996. He's got the max now. And he is getting set up. Long bar Tetris for Andy. A38. Another one for Andy. A75. Guafi at 967. So Andy all of a sudden ahead by like 100,000 points. So costly slowdown here for Guafi. And Tetris for Guafi, A20. He's got the max now. Tetris for Andy, my goodness. B49 for Andy. Guafi, that right side is tough, and now the board breaking down, and he is not going to be able to survive this. That is going to be a top out for Guafi at A67, and Andy is good in game number 4. And all of a sudden, we have a decider. There is the decider. So players, if you want to take a moment, you can. Because why not? Zuli says game 5 in 20 minutes. I know. I'm going to go. I'm going to drop pieces, but players, feel free to take a minute or two. All right. Pieces are here. AC3D That is a B at the end. Mustache Cannon says, Andy's got to go hand crank his internet machine again. Yeah, you got to crank up that internet. All right, let's not do an entire 100 lines from 29, though, if we could. We got 2 other matches. Mad Pair, nobody knows. I don't think anyone truly knows. All right, pieces are AC3 DDB Delta Delta Bravo. We got them. Looks like both players are ready, and this one single solitary game will determine who goes to the finals. Will it be Andy? Will it be Guafi? Well, I don't know. That's why we play the game. So let's find out. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Rhetorical questions. I try not to ask those rhetorical questions, but I did. Joshy New Wave on YouTube with the sticker $9.99 US says hippo character spins around in his chair, arms flung up in the air. Wow, so poetic. Thank you, Joshy, for the sticker. I like that. In my unified chat, I have a chat where it's both YouTube and Twitch. It does not show the sticker. It just describes the sticker. So I like the description of the sticker a lot. Yeah, I might put that on my gravestone. Hippo character spins around in his chair, arms flung up in the air. $119 for Pixel Andy. This is a deciding game, so the winner of this goes to those finals to face the winner of Knight versus Dog. Yeah, I want to see what more of these stickers on YouTube actually end up saying. I'm very curious. Oh, Andy with the kind of an early shift here, so that is going to put him in a bit of a delicate situation. Guafi up a little bit high as well, but going to get a long bar down. Both players taking care of business. Guafi still, though, with holes in his stack. Tetris for Pixel Andy, so crisis avoided for Andy. Guafi still in the lead, though, and there is a, what, is that a triple? All right, so Guafi now, Tetris, good board, fully recovered. Sledge says, has Dog passed Corion's win count yet? No, he has not passed Corion's win count yet. If he wins today, he would do that. So a lot of storylines today. Of course, Pixel Andy, a 22-month period between Masters wins. Last month, trying to win back-to-back. He's already won Das Masters this month, so trying to win both for the second time in a row. Dog going for that win number 12. That would make him the winningest CTM Masters player of all time, at least in terms of tournaments won. Almost certainly he's got to be the winningest in terms of just matches won, right? I mean, I think he's played more than anyone else. All right, Tetris for Andy, 339. There's one Guafi, 328. And then, of course, we've got two players who are angling for their first finals appearances. So everyone's a story. Yeah, 3s, 2s. I think we all know that. So thank you for that. Helpful. Thank you for that. So cruel, man. 398 for Guafi, 390 for Pixel Andy. There's a Tetris for Guafi. Guafi ahead right now by 45,000 points. That's almost exactly 2 Tetrises. Tetris Andy, 471. Oh, you think Dog's got to go for Corion's oldest Masters winner record in 30 years? I don't think Corion was quite that old, but... All right, that left side for Guafi tried to sneak one more S piece on top of that left side. Here's a nice little dirty for Guafi. Andy is into 19 at 541. So the left side is a bit messed up for Guafi. But still 7 lines to go until that 19 speed increase hits. And of course, he is a roller, so 19 rolling. You can fix this. And yeah, just kind of the worst pieces here. So Guafi kind of in danger of transitioning in pretty awkwardly. We'll see what he can do. It's a very awkward transition for Guafi. Up high here on 19 at 548. Now this is definitely doable as a roller here, but you can get RNG'd. So we'll see what Guafi's able to do. It's a very tough down stack. Oh, that bar in the middle is going to help. That's going to knock it down a couple of rows. He's fighting it down, but that left side, oh no, that T is going to block it off, and that is going to be a top out for Guafi at 559. And Pixel Andy is going to come back from 2 games down to take this match 3 games to 2. So Guafi, yeah, at one point was up 2-1, and then a really tough transition. It all really started with that S piece that he tried to force over to that left side when he was stacking kind of in preparation for 19. He wasn't able to rotate it, and it sort of cascaded from there. And Pixel Andy will have another shot at a Masters title. And big round of applause here for Guafi. This is his best CTM yet, his first time in the semifinals, and certainly his highest money finish in CTM as well. He played great. So, of course, everybody should applaud and celebrate Guafi's month here. And, of course, we hope to see him again. But it is going to be Andy back in the finals. So we'll go ahead and watch Andy play a little bit here. And then we will go ahead. Let me go ahead and report this while we're watching Andy. 3-2 reverse sweep. And I will go ahead and start deconstructing this whole thing and start. Matt Kelly says, Lemon character taking his sunglasses off and raising his arm to greet someone, imitated by Baby Lemon. That's another sticker. Thank you, Matt Kelly, for the $5 sticker. I really do enjoy Lemon character and Baby Lemon. That's so good. All right, well, Andy here just kind of, I mean, I don't know if we need to watch the whole Mullen for stats. Do I have to do that? I mean, that's up to the stats people to determine. But, all right, I'm going to start setting up our next match. We'll get our decider back where it needs to be. We'll just do that. And let's see, we've got saying goodbye to 13, and then who's on the left and right? Okay, night number 6. And let me just see if our other player is ready here. Now, we are a little bit behind, so I guess we don't have too much longer to go, so I guess we'll watch it. We'll watch it. But I'll run ads during it. See, at least we'll get something for the effort. Barrett with the Mullen dance. All right, well, thank goodness. All right, we're going to go ahead and celebrate Andy. Andy, you won. Congratulations. Okay, now it's what? 2 is, what is dog? Number, where are you? Number 2. Go ahead and refresh our games, make sure players are good and ready. Camera. But yeah, good to have 2 new semifinalists. You know, you get kind of tired of seeing the same people. So I like having 2 new semifinalists. I don't really get tired of seeing the same people. You're setting up your capture card. What the heck? So is Andy playing on the capture card and then we had to wait while he was mullening for you to set up? Oh my God. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my God, there he is, dog. Look at that. He's setting up a capture card. Russell with the 100 bits. Thank you, Russell. Vandy, did you know there was moon eclipse on the other side of the globe? I didn't know that. Pine Skewy says, Vandy, this script isn't interesting yet. Can you make Knight win? I'm trying. I'm trying. I mean, it would definitely be better for, you know, tech issues, because like one of these guys has a capture card, Dog and Andy, that's not very good, and they were like switching capture cards back and forth. So, you know, I'm just rooting for the best capture card now. How about that? You guys need to order multiple capture cards. Like, have multiple. They cost like $14. Well, it's 7:30. We're an hour and a half in. We've got one match done. And we are in the warm-ups for the other one. By the way, there was a challenge. It's still pending from N-Dog. I don't know if he's left, but he did say that if we got it to 2,800, he would kick in another 2. So we're 144 away from that. So anything, you know, if we get 7 people to do what, 22? No, less than that. 21, 20, basically 21. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and dump you some pieces. It's time. All right, 5C F848. Those are 8s, my players. 5CF848. Oh, nobody pinned him? Nobody pinned. I need pins. Any pinner? Oh my God. Chat keeps scrolling, and I'm trying to pin the seed because one of the 4 million moderators are too busy. Do we need to donate $30 so they can get a couple of capture cards? That's not a donation issue. This is, I'm a teenager and I don't plan for contingencies issue. That's what it is. No, but that, you know, listen, it's not like they have unlimited money, right? So. All right, 5CF848. Looks like both players are ready. It's Knight versus Dog in our other semifinal. So let's go ahead and get them started. The winner goes to the finals. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event, August 2025. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Cute Pup Jesus says, you weren't even kidding. There's $15 US capture devices. Yes, as I said, the easy cap that most people are getting is like, you know, $14, $15. You know, I've probably got like 20 of them at this point because, you know, setting up the live event. So they're not, listen, $15. I know it's not trivial and people have different circumstances. It's not a big deal. It's fine. All right, don't worry about it. Anyway, here we are. It is the semifinals. We have 2 matches left in the tournament. The winner of this will take on Pixel Andy in the finals. And on the left side of your screen, it is Dog playing Tetris. Qualled in with a 1.66 million That is the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. So the average of his best 2 games was over a rollover in an hour. Seed number 2, and in virtue of that seed number 2, he got to skip rounds 1 and 2 and go right to the round of 16, where he defeated Dengler, and then went on to the round of 8 and defeated Wallbant to get here to the semifinals. Dog is an 11-time Masters winner, 9 of them in the monthlies, 1 in Lone Star, and 1 in Mega Masters, the tournament of which he is the reigning champion. That is our annual championship. Dog is the reigning winner of that. Dog from the United States of America. He's got an overall PB of 29.4 million. That's in an uncapped game, of course. That is the current world record score. Heading into this tournament, he was the 3rd ranked player in the premier poll for August. I don't know what the September poll is. I haven't looked yet, because as far as I'm concerned, it's still August. So he's also ranked 6th on the DAS poll that month. He's the 8th player to get the game crash, the 1st player to roll over the level counter. That's known as the rebirth, or at least the gym birth, right? Did it on the Tetris Gym tournament training cartridge. He's got those 11 Masters wins, including that one in Mega Masters this year. He's also, in his 4 times in the Mega Masters event, he's won it once. He's finished 2nd once, and he's been in the semifinals once as well. He won Lone Star in 2023. That is one of them. He's also won our DAS Masters event twice, and he is the reigning No Next Box World Champion. He won our No Next Box Stupid Tetris Monthly event for July, and he's got the world record in that category as well. So he's done a lot. Oh, by the way, did I also mention he's a 2-time CTWC champion as well? So he's done a lot of stuff. 380 for him. He's going to get a Tetris 403. 426 for Knight. And on the right side of your screen, it is Knight, who qualified into seed number 6, and she got a 2-round bye as well, and defeated Cobra in the round of 16 and Blue Scooty in the round of 8. So that is a huge game in the round of 8 to get here to these semifinals. Knight is a former winner of our Future Circuit. That was in February of 2022. Knight has also been in CTWC's gold bracket 3 times. Was 10th in CTWC's Jonas Cup last year. Knight also played in Mega Masters twice and got her best finish in that event this year. Made it to the round of 16. You've also seen Knight in various regional tournaments, including Genesis earlier this year and their DAS tournament. And has been in the Masters event many, many times. And this is Knight's best performance in Masters so far. First time in the semifinals. And actually, this is her first time past the round of 8. So big transitions here for both these players. 600K for both here on 19. Dog with a good board. Knight with a board that needs a little bit of attention. 649 Knight, 669 for Dog. And did I mention that Knight is a Canadian, a known Canadian. So if you're keeping lists of Canadians, you can add Knight to the list. I'm going to add her to mine. Yeah, openly Canadian and known to consort with Canadians. 801 for Dog. Tetris down the middle for Knight. 786. Yeah, oh, see, people in chat didn't know she's Canadian, so that changes. Everybody's rooting differently now. All right, Tetris for Knight, 851, 866 for Dog. And there's a Tetris Knight, 881. Big rivalry, of course, between the United States and Canada. You know, oh my God, we're always so much at odds. So dumb. So dumb. All right, triple into a Tetris for Dog, 913, 914 for Knight. There's no anti-Canadian slander. We're just stating facts. I'm calmly reciting facts. Chat goes ballistic as commentator calmly recites facts. Both players have maxed out now. 26 for Dog, A79 for Knight, level 27. N-Dog still trying to pump up that prize pool. We've got an open challenge from N-Dog. If we get to 2,800 in the prize pool, N-Dog has pledged another $200. That would get us to 3,000. So don't let this pledge fall by the wayside if you can at all afford it. You know, 5s, 10s, whatever you got. It's a big prize pool, but okay. Knight in at almost a 1.2. Beeve 91 right now for Knight. Dog in with about A71, something like that. Dog back by about 10 lines. Tetris for Dog, B11. He's back by 100,000 points and 10 lines. This is a best of 5. First player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. It goes to the finals. Knight with a Tetris C58. Okay, Knight board starting to climb that long bar. Very welcome. Knight's going to open up that right side long bar over Tetris Knight. D09. B76 for Dog. 10 lines back. Dog gonna bring that down with a triple Knight. D70 here, but a gap in the stack kind of preventing her from taking burns. And getting high centered now, and this, I'm not sure she's going to survive it. No, that is going to be a topo for Knight at D73. The chase down target for Dog is D74. So D74 target for Dog. And Longbar gets down the middle. He's set up for Tetris. Longbar over Tetris Dog. D47. He's one away. He's got 30 lines to get there, so he can pick and choose, but really just concerned with surviving right now. And now he's under 14,000, so he can just kind of single and double and just get there. Conservative play, just a couple thousand points away now. And there's a double. That will do it. Dog is going to take game number 1. All right, another Tetris. Dog into 39 with a 1.53 million, which is going to kill his fair median score. Imagine only scoring a 1.5 in comp. My word. All right, dogs are going to go up 1-0. Scooty says generational solve. What the hell? Well, you've got to be on a certain level to understand what's going on, and that is above my pay grade for sure. All right, we're going to give these players some additional pieces. Dog's running out the room, and when he does that, I'm going to run ads wherever I can, whenever I can. We got to make this channel pay off, guys. You know? All right, we still need $144 in the prize pool to get to 2,800. That'll unlock another $200 pledge from N-Dog. What's N-Dog? What is Knight's controller? Looks cool. What is Knight's controller? Looks cool. I don't know. Stanislaw was gifted a tier 1 sub to Blue Scooty. Knight, what is your controller? Isn't it just a controller? Did you get a it's just a controller. All right, we're going to need you to open up that control. See, now we don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. So, controller gate, guys. Knight with the controller cheating. It's a normal shell with the stickers ripped off. That's it. No, Knight has had lots of problems. Sorry, Knight. Knight has had lots of problems with controllers. And so it's good that she's finally got one that seems to be working out okay. Finally. Now, naively, I'm always like, well, why don't people get multiple controllers? But it doesn't work like that. Mad Pear says maple syrup is hard on NES stickers. That is true. Yeah, do maple, like, you know, Fractal's got lotion, people wear gloves, Canadians use maple syrup. C513FA. All right, let's get both players going. Game number 2, Dog is up 1-0. Vandy, the guy who expects you to have a dozen capture cards but understands if you can only get one controller. I mean, it's good to have a backup controller or at least additional pieces and parts that you can cobble together, but the problem is you got to break them in, you know? So, you know, you can't just smoothly ask any of the good players. Me, it doesn't matter. But ask any of the good players, you cannot just smoothly transition from one controller to another, at least right now. Maybe when those padless controllers come out, you know, assuming they'll be allowed by Big Tetris. I am Big Tetris? I'm not. We're the little guy. Do you understand? We're the little guy. I mean, maybe the big Tetris people can afford to exclude players based on controller, but I can't afford to do that, so we got to be inclusive. We had a $50 super chat from N-Dog. N-Dog said, here's a little for the channel. Keep up the work. Notice he didn't say keep up the good work. He just said keep up the work. Like, we recognize it's work, but it's not particularly good work. Thank you, N-Dog. Really appreciate it. I wouldn't disagree with you at all. Thank you, N-Dog. Really appreciate the super chat. 65,000 here for Dog. 190 for Knight. So Knight with a big lead right now. About 140,000 points. Yeah, keep up the work. I love that. Oh my God. I will keep up the work. All right, 260 for Knight, 123 for Dog. Still about 137,000 point lead early on. But Dog's board back in scoring shape. All right, 172 Dog, 307 for Knight. Pixel Andy is waiting to play one of these players. According to my crack research staff, these two have not played in an open format. They've played in DAS Champions League, but they have not played against one another in an open format, which is surprising to me. Now, that's just what is tracked in the match database. But there's some stuff that's in there. You know, there's like Tetris, I don't know, Wars, Classic Tetris Wars, and Gauntlet sometimes doesn't make it in there, and so who knows? But at least in terms of like CTL, CTM, medium Tetris, they have not faced each other. Wait, Guafi doesn't know we don't have third place. Oh, rip. Guafi, we'll give you honorary third place because it means so much to you. You can have it. 347 for Dog, 483 for Knight. All right, Mr. Moonstruck says, I'm really liking Knight's stacking so far. All right, long bar over Tetris Knight, 530, 392 for Dog. So scuffling a little bit in this one just due to a kind of a rough start, but really it's that 140,000 that he was behind early, and that's about where it is now. So really, they've kept pace with one another since that early start. Yeah, when is Hartford? 582 for Knight into 19. There's another Tetris Knight. There's one for Dog, 454. There's a Tetris Knight, 631, level 20, 2 lines ahead of Dog. Yeah, still about, 130,000 point lead, something like that for Knight. Tetris Dog, 552. There's one Knight, 684. All right, Knight with a little bit of cleanup to do on this board. This has allowed Dog to sort of get back into it a little bit. Tetris for Dog, one line apart. Dog back now only by about 33,000 points. So he's cut this lead like 100, 110,000. You're going to have to take some burns here, though. Knight, gets a long bar over to that left side, but has 4 rows of garbage on top of that column 10 well. And now Dog in a little bit of a slowdown. A triple and a Tetris for Knight, 792. So she's going to maintain the lead. And a triple and a Tetris for Dog. 785 for him. 857 for Knight. Oh, misdrop of the Z piece for Knight. That's going to slow her down a bit. Tetris Dog 840. 40,000 points back and 7 lines back. So it's actually closer now. And in fact, it's pretty much tied pace-wise. If we had all those fancy statistics that big Tetris has, like, you know, Classic Tetris League, then we could show you that. But all right, Tetris for Dog into 29 at 949. Knight is in at about 956. Tetris for Dog, A01, Knight, A00. And yeah, a little bit of a tough situation here. Dog with the lead for the first time in this match, and a good board here on 29. So Knight still down stacking here. Dog now out to almost 100,000 point lead, and Knight, oh no, this is going to be really tough. And no, that is going to be a top out for Knight, and Dog is good in game number 2. And he's going to go up 2 games to none. Someone asked, what determines a player to be in 3rd or 4th place? Well, we don't distinguish in CTM anymore. In the early days, we used to do that. And it used to be like a combination of the games you won in the set, and then if that was tied, then it was the highest losing score achieved. We don't recognize 3rd and 4th place anymore because nothing hinges on it. Now, people are free to, you know, if they want to make their own ranking systems and count all that, they can, but I'm not going to do that. All right, the pieces are here, players. If you need to take a moment, you can. Thank you, Short Sword, for the pin. 7, 8, F5, F2. I don't know, N-Dog. I'm losing a little hope here. N-Dog in the chat says, still trying to give away $200. Take my money. We need to get another 144 into the prize pool. And N-Dog will put another 200 on top of it. So, you know, if we get 7 people to do 22 or 21, that would do it. But it's a big prize pool for a monthly. So I get, you know, we're kind of approaching where this starts to die out a little bit. But I appreciate the effort, N-Dog. Another 144 would do it. 7, 8, F5, F2. Just waiting for both players to signal ready and we can start. I don't know if, Knight, you're waiting on me, but I'm waiting on you. Okay. Looks like both players are ready. Game number 3. Dog up 2 games to none. Knight needs to win to stay in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Anyway, use the Matcherino command while you're watching live. That will bring up the links. I still have Tap Masters and Stupid Tetris Monthly in there. We got to pay those out. Got to pay out DAS as well. But those are still open if you care about those. But yeah, if you want to unlock another 200 courtesy of N-Dog, do that Masters one. And thank you so much, N-Dog, for all the contributions you've made this month. Really appreciate it. All right, we are underway here in game number 3. Dog looking to seal this right now. He's going to misdrop a Z piece. That's going to slow him down a little bit. And this is going to allow Knight to take a lead. And I feel like Dog doesn't mind being behind in score, generally speaking. On some level, I mean, obviously you want to be ahead, but on some level, I think he's kind of indifferent. Mari has gifted a membership over on YouTube. So thank you, Mari Oguzhan. You are the recipient of that gift membership. So make sure to give a thanks to Mari and really appreciate that. When do the prize pools get paid out? Usually, you know, I try to let the finals hit on YouTube before we pay it out. But honestly, like YouTube VOD watchers, they don't necessarily, they're not they seem a little more removed from things than the people who watch live, I guess. But they are part of this, right? I mean, you are part of this. All right, 298 for Knight, 304 for Dog. I was trying to find a diplomatic way to phrase all that. So yeah, we usually try to let the finals hit YouTube. Mad Pear with the $5 contribution. Thank you, Mad Pear. Priming the pump a little bit. Means we're 139 away from unlocking that bonus. 353 for Dog, 366 for Knight. Knight a little bit ahead in lines, though, so I think essentially tied. If the goal is hit as the finals are ending, will the donation link still work? Yes, they will. They will. All right, 446 for Dog, 459 for Knight. And Knight with some holes in the board. Taking care of them, though. So I think in this match so far, I think this is the closest like 18 has been. I think if I am remembering correctly, Dog was kind of behind in both of those 18s in the previous two matches. So. All right, a little misdrop there for Knight. Mushy Flaps, first time chatter, says, just got out of the hospital. Big toe got amputated? Really? Oh my word. That is a crazy first time chat. I mean, I shouldn't be laughing, but you know, you're putting it in chat, and so I guess F's in chat for the toe. 549 for Knight, 587 for Dog. Knight on 19 now. I think that's a first for the channel. Somebody reporting an amputation. So I hope you are well. 612 for Dog. Waiting on that bar so we can transition into 19. There you go. Bar in, and Dog is in at 637. Speed is increased by 50%. Hummus 5 Eva says, they make it look so easy. First time chat. Thank you, Hummus. All right, nifty little burn there for Dog. Tetris for him, 715. 702 for Knight. Dog in the lead in score by a small amount, and also got the lines in hand as well. Oh, it was a work crush accident. Oh, no. Yikes, Stripes. Did they give you the day off, at least? My word. I mean, it's not funny, but it's just kind of a weird conversation to have in this chat. Tetris for Knight, 852. 781 for Dog. You have many days off. Okay, good. So weird. I was just watching yesterday the Mythbusters, steel toe boots test that they did. That came up just yesterday. $916 for Knight, $898 for Dog. Oh, this is tough. This is going to be tough for Knight. And, this is doable, but it can be a little tricky. Oh, Knight flings that long bar to the left. Oh, my goodness. Pieces not the friendliest. Oh, but there's a good one. Okay. And it looks like Knight, she can get this long bar real quick. Yeah, there it is. And Knight will survive and maintain the score lead, but, is ahead 17 lines. They both have maxed out. They're just a few thousand points apart. Dog's still on 26. I bashed my toe up pretty badly last spring, and it hurt for like months. I'm sure I broke something, but I'm a Tetris host. It's not like I can go to the doctor. All right, long bar over Tetris Knight, B36, B54 for Dog. Dog's still on 28, and Knight's board, and that is going to do it for Knight. Dog, you are good. In game number 3, Knight, you played great. Your best performance so far in CTM. So congratulations on that. Hope to see you again in future months. And, good to see people improve. Go ahead and report this to the proper Tetris authorities. Now, here's a question. These guys, kind of share. They have 2 capture cards. One is good. One is sketchy. Who gets the bad one? Who gets the good one? Can we even get through a match between these two? I guess we'll see. Dog, E93 on 35. Just 2 Tetrises away from the rollover. Or just 1 and whatever points he gets along the way. So anyway, GG's night. Again, played great. Hold your head up high. Everything to be proud of. Top 4 in 2025 is really good achievement. So congrats. And Dog's got the rollover and more. And it's almost like kind of nice when like you top out early and your opponent just gets the rollover because you're like, yeah, I was nowhere close. Although Knight has a 3.49, so it's not like Knight is chopped liver by any means. But it's like if you were going to do that, then... all right, GG's. Okay, we're going to go ahead and, yeah, our number 1 and number 2 seed. Who would have thought our 1 and 2 seed making it in? All right, we're going to run some ads. We'll be back. I'll set up the match. And yeah, we still need 100 and... oh, do we have another match, Reno? I think we did. I might have missed it. Oh, yeah, we had... Catude Low, $5 contribution to the prize pool. Also did the sponsor quest from Subscribe Galactic or whatever it is. Thank you, Catude. Really appreciate that. All right, we're going to set up our next match, folks. Give me a moment. There's that. Goodbye 6. Hello 2. Oh my God. Dog versus dog. That stencil needs help. I guess I'll just copy and paste the transform on that stencil. Oops. You can watch the live jank. So let's see. Copy, transform, right? And then paste, transform. Wow, we're stencil ready. Holy crap. And then goodbye number 2, hello number 1. I think JD and Corian made it 3 times. I know Corian and Yanni had a lot early days. Corian Yanni was 1 time, 2 time. That was only 2 times, I guess. No, 3. That was 3 times. Yeah, Corian and Yanni were 3 times. Corian Ben Mullen. Well, I guess that was only 1 time. Corian Green Tea once, twice. Green Tea's 2 wins were against Ben Mullen. I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure it out. JD and Corian matched up only once. No, that was twice. It was like back-to-back months, right? Wasn't it? Like 2019 February. Yeah, that was February and March 2019 was twice. Oh, and then they matched up again in October 2019. So that's 3 times. Yeah, it was definitely 3 times. They played back-to-back months. That was like, honestly, that was peak CTM. Like when I go like, oh, back in the old days, everything was so much better. That was like the most hype month ever. Anyway. All right, well, here we are, folks. Pixelandia dog playing Tetris. That's a match, I guess. Has this ever happened before? I don't know. OTA Howard with the 3308 contribution gets us up to 2,700. That means if we get 100 more, N-Dog will kick in another 200. Why do they keep putting reruns on this channel? I know, Jasmine, right? It's ridiculous. So boring. Well, there will not be, I guess, a brand new winner. We'll just get one of the old winners. All right, players, I am going to drop, well, as soon as Dog comes online with the camera, then I will drop pieces. Why does it say August? It's September. Because, like, it takes more than 7 days to complete a 32-player tournament, so it's extending into September. Like, when it says August 2025, it's not where you check to find out what month it is. It's where the, where the tournament lies in our history of tournaments. If you want to find out what month it is, there are many other places to find out. All right, Dog is on. So we're going to go ahead and drop pieces in the chat. I'll set up this camera. We'll get all that going. And Dog sitting a little too... that's all right. Dog sits very close to that side of the board. It's almost better if I reverse him, but I'm not going to. We'll just live with it. We will just live with it. Imagine if someone actually used the months listed on CTM as their way to figure out what month it is. Yeah, they'd be in a little trouble. All right, 6B, 26BA. Those are all Bs. 6 Bravo, 26 Bravo Alpha. So who has the bad capture card? I'm wondering. Yeah, what's more impressive, back-to-back double master or the CTM win record? I don't know. Those are up there. All right, it looks like both players are ready. It's not the semis. It is the finals. Oh, looks like Andy already won. No. All right. It's 0-0. That is the score. Pixel, Andy, and Dog playing Tetris are ready to play Tetris for your entertainment and for their enrichment, I guess. So, yeah, let us get them started. Pixel, Andy, and Dog, CTM Masters event finals for August 2025 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Sorry, I didn't mean to leak the script there. 3, 2, 1 countdown bits from K9 watching Tetris. Thank you, K9. Really appreciate that. Well, what can we say here? Earlier this month, we found out that these two players live in the same house. Can you believe that? So they are actually playing the finals from the same house. Wow. On the left side of your screen, it's Pixel Andy. He qualified into the #1 seed with a 1.68 million. That put him automatically in the round of 16, where he defeated Sunny, Dan V, and Guafi to make it here into the finals. Pixel Andy is the reigning Masters winner. He won it in June of this year. That was the last time we did a proper Masters event. And that was the first time he had won a Masters event in almost 2 years, 22 months between Masters wins, breaking Nenu's record of 20 months. And that was his 5th Masters title. And last month, he won Das Masters, becoming the first player to win Masters and Das Masters in the same month. And guess what, guys? He's already won Das Masters this month. So he is now looking to become the first player to win both in back-to-back months. Be the first time. He was the first player to do it even once, looking to become the first player to do it twice, which would be absolutely bonkers. And he was away from open tournaments. I mean, what, for over a year, right? I mean, got to be like over a year, just due to injury and just kind of chronic pain with the rolling technique. And he's kind of had a renaissance here as he's using a new rolling technique. Still a subspecies of rolling, but knuckling. Basically the same idea as rolling, but using the knuckles on your fist to get those taps. So Andy, those 5 Masters wins. 309 here for Andy, 309 for Doug. 5 Masters wins. Of course, Andy also those 7 Das Masters wins. He's won the tournament 7 out of the 10 times that we have played it. 355 for Pixel Andy, 309 for Doug. I mean, I don't know where this puts Andy in the conversation for all-time Das players, but I feel like it's got to be up there. Andy also a 6-time CTWC gold bracket player. Finished 2nd in 2020. His opponent was another Texan kid, Dog playing Tetris. Andy also was 4th in CTWC's Jonas Cup last year. And also, maybe most notably, a winner of the Challenger Circuit in March of 2020. Who will ever forget? I'll never forget where I was. On the right side of your screen, seed number 2. Qualified into that round of 16. Defeated Dengler, and then Wallbant, and then Knight to get here to the finals. Dog, an 11-time Masters champion. And that includes 9 monthlies, 1 Lone Star, and Mega Masters, our annual championship. All of those are Masters title conferring events. And Dog right now tied with Corian for the overall Masters wins with 11. So if he can win this, he will be officially the all-time winningest CTM Masters player ever, at least in terms of tournament wins. I'm almost positive he's number 1 on the match wins list because he's played the most and has had a ton of success. But he's a 2-time CTWC champion, won that in back-to-back years, 2020 and 2021. He's also finished in the semis or higher an additional 3 years. He was in the finals last year against Alex T. 619 here for Dog. Andy is into 19. He's got a 581 right now. Dog into 19 at 643. Def Gamer says, if we count every CTM tournament, Das, Open, Lone Star, TAP, STM, are they the top 2 winners with the most wins? That's a good question. Fractal would be up there, but he didn't win like STM or... Well, he won 2 Mega Masters. But those are included with those. What has he got? 9 Fractal? 9? Yeah, I think he's got 9. 705 for Doug, 667 for Andy, but he has no, DAS Masters win. And Dog, of course, with 2 wins in DAS Masters as well. $723 for Pixel Andy, $762 for Dog. Of course, these players have met in competition a bunch of times. I think this is their 4th meeting in the Masters event finals. 792 here for Dog, 780 for Pixel Andy here in game number 1. The last time they met in the finals, well, that was the time before June when Andy won his Masters event. That was August of 2023, the last time they met in the finals of CTM. Of course, they met very famously in the finals of CTWC in 2020. 883 for Pixel Andy, 834 for Dog. So level 19 speed is what we call it. Level 29 is coming in, 30-something lines. The speed is going to double. A level and speed that was previously unplayable, of course, now playable with the rolling play style. And Dog here down stacking. Going to open up that right side long bar over Tetris for Dog. 925. Andy at A17. So both players here gunning for history. And really both of them a long time in the making. And maybe Pixel Andy's, I think a lot of folks expect Dog at some point, whether it's this month or whatever month, to get that 12th win so long as he keeps playing. But maybe Andy's a bit of a surprise. Just because, he'd been away from open competition for so long. I don't know if a lot of people saw him coming back at the level that he's come back. B08 here for Pixel Andy at 29. And so quickly and so abruptly, right? Like he's been grinding with this knuckle rolling for a while, but finally returning to open competition. And finding a lot of success with it very quickly. B99 here for Andy. He's on level 31. A69 for Dog. There's another Tetris Andy C80. Got a 200,000 point lead roughly against Dog, but also ahead by 10 lines. There's a Tetris for Dog. Well, now level 29 speed. That is going to last until the level 39 super kill screen. The speed is going to double again, and that is basically unsurvivable until proven otherwise, and no one has really ventured all that far beyond 39. With that super kill screen. Right, Andy bringing his stack back down. He's trying to get set up here, but... All right, Dog at C85, so he's chipping into that lead. And oh no, Dog gets a long bar over for a triple. That's going to help bring his stack back down. And both players fighting their stacks back down. And Dog with a dirty Tetris down the middle. He's back by 20,000 points. Andy is trying to keep that well open, kind of selling out a little bit. And that is going to be a top out for Pixel Andy at D67. The chase down for Dog, D68. And there's the bar, and he gets it. So Dog is going to take game number 1. Whew. Both players with big survival. I'm not sure, listen, I'm a lowly 850K DAS player. I don't know what to do. I wonder what else Andy really could have done. He's got that dirty Tetris, column 4. I don't know what else you could do except just, stack and pray and wait for that bar and hope it comes. And Dog's board not much better. I mean, Dog really is kind of barely outlasting him. That dirty Tetris down the middle, really the difference. We're going to run an ad. Don't get mad. We're running an ad. Oh, it won't let me run an ad. Oh, come on, Twitch. Doesn't Twitch want me to succeed? Oh, I can't run an ad. I can't monetize this break. I'm going to refresh these streams, by the way. I'm not 100% convinced that they're synced up. All right, the pieces are in the chat. Players 22135F. 22135F. Two, 22135F. Okay, both players are on seed. Both players are ready for game number 2. Vandy, we live in a capitalistic society. And someone says, please no politics. I mean, that's barely politics, just saying that. I mean, is that what the please no politics was about? I don't know. You can say the word capitalism. You just can't have any opinions on it. Otherwise, that's political. You can say the word though. All right, we are underway in game number 2. Someone in chat, who was it? Next Gen Pickleball says, Vandy, are you doing this full time yet as your primary gig? Well, it is my primary gig, but we're you know. We're hanging in there. I think draining my savings is my primary gig, and then this is what I'm doing in the meantime. We're trying. All right, Tetris there for Dog, 32,000 for him, 75,000 for Andy. Dog is set up for a dirty, gonna get it. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. 102 for Andy, 62,000 for Dog. Dog's still dirty. 2 rows up. He's going to take that triple. Black Ops says, we live in a mixed economy. That is true. Black Ops spitting facts right there. 194 for Pixel Andy, 140 for Dog. Lori says, I don't even know where the political comment was that was being reacted to. I didn't even really see it, I don't think, but. Lori wants to know what's for supper. All right, everybody in chat, please react or please comment what you are having for your evening meal or what you had if you've already had it. I have no evening meal. This happens right during my nighttime feeding. Guafi had Burger King. Rogue Potato says pesto pasta. Drewberg says homemade burritos. Olive Garden. Olive Garden? Oh, my word. You're in Kansas City and you went to Olive Garden? What the heck? Scrambled eggs on toast, Rockstar, and cashews, says Barrett. Somehow that tracks. 341 for Pixel Andy, 283 for Dog. Oh, the Kansas City Regional happened? Oh, I didn't realize. All right, 410 for Andy, 330 for Doug. $5 from Trans Rights. That's going to get us to 2705. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. We are still, $95 short of the incentive that N-Dog set up. He said if we get to 2,800 on our own as a chat, he will kick in another 200. So we're $95 away from an additional $200 pledge from N-Dog. Sleepy Alley said, slow cooker, mac and cheese, and steak. Okay, you win. I'm going to your house. 404 for Dog. 480 for Pixel Andy. Don't Guafi. I'm not literally going to Allie's house. I promise. $537 for Pixel Andy, $459 for Dog. All right, Andy has got a bit of a mess on his hands as he approaches level 19. So he's just going to try to bring this down, trying to prioritize what to cover, what to keep uncovered, where to put these pieces. He's getting it figured out. Row by row, block by block. All right, looks like Andy is back down to safety at least. Still got some work to do to get clean and clear and Tetris ready. Dog, nice adjust for that long bar column 9 to get Tetris ready. And this slowdown is going to allow Dog to take a lead if he can get a bar at some point. Both of them getting a little droughted. Of course, they have the same piece set, so if one gets a drought, the other gets a drought. All right, there's a Tetris. Pixel Andy, 597, 607 for Dog. One line apart, 10,000 points apart. Tetris Dog. That was a drought. We get our amateur drought counters in chat, maybe. Go back and count droughts. Galaxy Biscuit with the Prime sub 20 months. Thank you, Galaxy Biscuit, for supporting the channel. Good time to remind you, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a Twitch Prime subscription on a monthly basis to grant to the streamer of your choice on Twitch. And while it's nothing extra for you, it does give a little bit of a financial boost to your chosen streamer. I think players going through another little bit of a drought here. Wouldn't it be great if we could get these droughts sponsored? You know, this drought is sponsored by, you know, whatever. Like, we got to sponsor everything, right? Who wants to be the official drought sponsor of CTM? We need to do that. Just sell the drought, sell everything. Water. Yeah, this drought is sponsored by water. Who wants to sponsor droughts? Well, it's just a dumb opportunity to have your product name said out loud. Yeah, so somebody find us an official drought sponsor, okay? And we'll sponsor everything. This T-Spin is sponsored by the whole thing. Every little thing will have an official sponsor. All right, 867 for Dog, 888 for Pixelandy as we approach level 29, and these are lower than normal transitions into 29. P sequence probably partly to blame, especially if two top players get there with those kind of scores. 941 entry for Dog, 961 for Pixelandy. As long as it's not mod retro, I don't have a problem with mod retro. Gotta be honest. It's a Game Boy. $975 for Dog. I think there are far more problematic ones, but that's just me. We feel free to disagree. Andy in a little bit of a trouble. Oh my God, I'm going to get canceled now. Oh my God. So Andy in a down stack here, Dog in a drought. Van, if you get an I-piece drought counter, we'll commit to 100 for every 30-piece drought. Dog, Andy's still fighting this down. This is tough. 34 B04 for Andy, B26 for Dog. So still tight race here in game 2. And yeah, super droughty. Yeah, we probably will not have the drought counter. That would require us moving to adding something to our tech stack that is not ideal. All right, B69 here for Pixelandy, B48 for Dog. But I appreciate the pledge. It's just not something we can really do. Dog spiring here with an O Aspire in the middle, trying to get one last one. Can Dog do anything here? The target is B87, and no, that is going to be a top out for Dog at B70 and a top out for Pixelandy at B87. That means Pixelandy has tied it up. So, oh my word. Tough pieces for both. Andy barely eking out Dog there. Yikes. Might be the worst seed to grace this earth. Yeah, it was bad the entire way, really. Oh man, both these guys blaming RNG all the time. All right, both players agreeing that the seed was the worst. All right, I want someone to put that seed into the spreadsheet of really horrible seeds, then we'll replay it during Stupid Tetris Monthly. Bad Seed Monthly. How many 99 bars? There's the piece distribution right there. No bars were low relative, but it was just the timing, I think. And look at a lot of S's. 99 is very low. All right, the new pieces are here. I ran an ad by accident. I accidentally hit the ad button on Twitch, so we're going to have to wait. Joshy, did I get that? Joshy, is that a new super chat or a sticker? That is another one from Joshy. So Joshy with this with a sticker, and for some reason it's not showing up in this, but I'll read it when I find it. All right, looks like both players are ready. 3C1 DA6. Let's go ahead and get them started. What was once a best of 5, now virtually a best of 3. Pixelandy and Dog. Game number 3, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So Joshy New Wave with the $5 USD super chat or super sticker, and it says Shiba Dog in a combat position. I mean, I think it's kind of underselling the sticker. I mean, he's like punching real hard. He's really, it's not just in a combat position, but he's just punching a lot. Thank you, Joshy. Appreciate that. All right, Pixelandy standing off screen. Scandal incoming. Yeah, maybe he hooked it up to his AI. There's no. Oh, he came close for the little down stack here. But yeah, I think he's got some sort of AI robot, or what is it like? What was the NES robot that you could get? I don't even remember what it was. Maybe that's playing for him. $129 for Pixelandy, $112 for, oh god. Yeah, what is happening? All right, we're fine. We're fine, but watch that stuff. I think he probably switched the recording that he's using. 182 for Pixelandy, 182 for Doug. Was he doing live tech troubleshooting? No, I don't think so. Rogue Potato says, is Dog gonna run over and fix Andy's capture card? Well, I can confirm it is still the same game and piece sequence. So you're all the conspiracy theories, unless I'm part of the conspiracy. But I can confirm. 277 for Pixelandy, 283 for Dog. Is someone going to run over and reach his dono goal? Come on, says N-Dog. N-Dog is despairing, despondent right now. He's put up a challenge, said if we get to 2,800, he'll chip in another $200. And boy, it looks like we're going to miss it. N-Dog will go away and say, what is this community? Can't even reach these goals. I'm out of here. I'm going to go support. What am I going to support? Splatoon? I'm going to go support Splatoon. So yeah, $95 away, and we would get another $200 kicked into the prize pool. So 95 gets you another 200. 396 for Pixelandy, 400 for Dog. I have no beef with Splatoon. It's just not Tetris. I mean, maybe I got to do classic Splatoon monthly. All right, 423 for Dog, 419. Let me just refresh one of these. Canine Watching Tetris has come in with 294.69, blowing way past what was required for the for the incentive. So you've blown way past it, and that means that N-Dog is on the hook for $200. 511 for Pixelandy. There's a Tetris for Dog, 500,000. So thank you so much, Canine Watching Tetris. So yeah, we don't need the 31-cent contribution. N-Dog said, "Will get us to 2,800? He'll kick in the 200." So thank you so much. Multiple dogs contributing to the prize pool. So thank you all the various dogs. 554 for Dog on 19. 584 for Pixelandy. The tournament was rigged for a Dog versus Andy finals to get that canine dono. Can players in the tournament donate to the prize pool? I mean, I guess they can. $638 for Dog, $688 for Pix. I mean, I guess it would have made sense to do it if it fell short. But thank you again, Canine. $200 into the prize pool from N-Dog. Thank you, N-Dog. Appreciate that. We're at $31.99 in the prize pool for this monthly Masters event. $808 for Pixelandy, $732 for Dog. The long bar in the middle. That's going to open up that right side long bar over Tetris for Dog. Excuse me. Tetris for Andy, 906. So about 30 something lines away from level 29. That speed is going to double. Tetris is on 26 here for these players. We're 32,400. Dog's going to get one into 27. Another Tetris for Dog, 972. Both players with a shot at history here. Dog going for the all-time Masters win record. Pixelandy trying to go back-to-back Masters and Das Masters for the first time ever. Dog is in trouble. That is going to be a top out for Dog. So we had a really tricky stack here as he approached 29. That's going to be a top out for him at 978. And Andy is good in game number 3 and will go up 2 games to 1. Sud says Phantom Burn gets the best of him. So a rare, it's almost like, I was to say like a rare 19 speed top out. All right, you gotta run these ads, guys. We're running ads. We're trying. We're barely scraping by. We're making it, but it does mean I have to run ads more often. Oh, whoops. There you go. Andy 2, dog 1. All right, let's take a look at their rooms, shall we? We got nothing to do. All right. Very interesting. Are they beefing in the hallway? I mean, they're probably conspiring and say like, hey, man, let's make sure we go to a decider so that there's more time for people to put stuff in the prize pool. That's probably what they're doing. Vandy, promote the bounty from N-Dog. I didn't see where is it? Here is the final challenge. 200 more if you get this to 3,300. All right, folks. Final challenge issued from N-Dog. If we get this prize pool up to 3,300, so $101, N-Dog will kick in 200 more. Let me refresh these streams again because we did have some of them kind of stutter a bit. He's gonna be like, bro, I let you win, right? So you gotta let me win, and then we'll go to decider. All right, good. All right, there it is, easily. He's done. N-Dog. Challenge complete. $101 from K9 watching Tetris to get us to 3,300. Stanislaw with the 1 cent purity contribution, trying to keep things clean. Thank you, Stanislaw. Really appreciate that. Get that filth off the screen. So we have done it. Now that means N-Dog's going to kick in another 200. All right, Dog locking the door. I think he's like, I got to lock this door. I know, Bacon. It's true. Mega Dasters is going to tank. It's going to tank. It's all right, though. I mean, you know, Andy's going to get it one way or another, right? Whether it's Mega Dasters or here. All right, E68 AEB. All right, we got it. All right. Game number 4, Dog and Andy are ready. Dog looking to tie this one up. And try to force a decide in game number 5. Pixel Andy trying to wrap this up right now. Oh my God, Vicious Rhubarb coming in here with these like game theory questions. Oh my word. It's very complicated. All right. We have some legitimate pasta in the chat. Anyway, thank you again, K9. Thank you again, N-Dog. Too many dogs. Well, not enough dogs, really. The Dog looking to take this one right now. That would force a deciding game 5. Andy, of course, wants to win it right now. Both players dangerous. Both players really the top of their game. Both players chasing history. Dog looking for that all-time CTM wins. Pixel Andy looking to go back-to-back Masters and Das Masters. Of course, it took Andy 22 months to win another Masters. He last won it in August of 2023. The finals was against Dog playing Tetris. Dog the tied with Corian right now for the all-time CTM Masters win list, or on the win list, or what? I don't remember how I started that sentence. Matt Kelly with the tier 1 sub. If this house doesn't have the most capture cards in Texas after this month, true. Thanks, Matt Kelly. Lori with the $2 Canadian super chat. Thank you, Lori, for supporting the channel. 191 in chat, 34 likes, 100 for a sub chance. Lori saying she will gift a sub to the channel on YouTube if we get to 100 likes. We're at 34. So Twitch, if you want to help us out, you head over to YouTube and like the stream. YouTube. Don't let Twitch embarrass you, right? By coming over here, and you can't take care of your own business without Twitch helping, right? You can do this on your own. I believe in you. 331 for Pixel 80, 304 for Dog. Anyway, thank you, Laurie, for the challenge and the $2 supporting the channel. What did I say the record was for a monthly? Oh, I don't know offhand. For a monthly, we had a 4,000 in January. 37, yeah, for a monthly. Well, we had we had more in 4023 in July of 2022. So that's it. 2020, basically, well, 4024 basically would break it in July of 2022. $411 for Pixelandy, $424 for Dog. Why was July big? Yeah, I think that was right near the beginning of when. Oh, was that Lone Star? Oh, that's true. That was Lone Star. That was when the finals. There was a month we were having Lone Star. That's our Austin event. And it just so happened that the 4 people in the semis of the monthly were also going to be live at Lone Star. They were all going to be there. So I said, let's just do the final semis and finals live in person. So we had Lone Star, like the actual event itself, but then we also did the semis and finals of that month's CTM in person. $526 for Pixelandy, $559 for Dog. Javanti with the toast emoji. Javanti's a real one. Tetris for Pixelandy, $579, $638 for Dog. Level 21. the green level. $200 from N-Dog. Thank you. So $3,500 into that prize pool. Thank you so much, N-Dog. Really appreciate that. Simul Tetris, $754 Dog, $672 for Pixel Andy. Did we get to the end of the... I think we got to the end of the playlist. How did we do that? Oh, no, we didn't. Here, let's skip ahead. This is a slow song here. You know, when you've got multiple repeat games and tech issues, yeah, you're gonna get near the end of the playlist. 829 for Pixel Andy, Tetris for Dog, 918. Dog right now with about a 57,000 point lead. Tetris for Andy. Dog gonna uncover with that J piece. N-Dog issuing a direct challenge. Trying to break the record. 966 for Dog. Dog is into 29 at 979. Pixel Andy is one away and transitions into 29 at 982. $300 from K9 watching Tetris. Basically, N-Dog daring him to do it. A48 for Andy. A60 for Dog. So Dog very slightly ahead, but it's basically neck and neck. Dog has got to win this one if he wants to continue. Andy is set up for a Tetris flat stack here. Oh no, the middle of his board. He's got to take some burns. He's trying to keep it open. Blocks it. Gets another bar down there for a triple. So not going to convert, but he has the lead. About 25,000, something like that. Less than a Tetris, you know, half a Tetris here, basically. Dog clean, gets a Tetris, B41. B32 for Andy. That right side for Andy might not be resolvable. And there it is, Nate with the $300. Andy's going to top out at B35, and Dog is good and has forced a decider, and we have broken the record thanks to Nate and K9 for a CTM monthly prize pool. So thank you so very much for your contributions to the prize pool. I'm sure the players really appreciate it. C43 for Dog. There's a Tetris for him. And Dog really just play for stats here, but although it wouldn't be better just wouldn't a intentional top out be better? I don't know honestly how it all works. Yeah, he's gonna intentionally top out at 329. He intentionally topped out. That was it. That was an intentional top out, and you know it was. Oh my goodness! Well, thank you so much to N-Dog and K9 watching Tetris and the rest of you who contributed to make these pledges come to fruition. Really, really appreciate that. I know the players all do. We are paying our top 8, so this is going to be a good amount for our top 8. I'm going to run an ad real quick because it's, I can do it. No one's tuning away, and I need to. We'll let these players tune up for a second here. I'll drop the pieces. I mean, listen, I got to get paid too here, all right? So I got to run ads, guys. That's all I got. And don't forget, guys, it is September. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can upgrade your subscription on Twitch at a discount. I think if you go for multiple months or if you upgrade to another tier, you get a discount. So this is the time to do it. How much does the winner win? 45% of the prize pool. All right, players, I'm going to go ahead and drop pieces in the chat. OTA Howard has gifted 5 subscriptions to the monthly Tetris community. Thank you, OTA Howard. Cyrus, Truesdale, Nerd the Box, JR 5000, Naraya, and Mabelon. You have all received gift subs. Thank you, OTA Howard. Really appreciate that. I think Lori has an open challenge over on YouTube. Says if we get 100 likes, she'll gift a subscription over on YouTube. And I don't know where we are with that, but because for some reason I can't see that. I don't know why it won't let me see that, but oh, 73 likes. We're 27 away. Dog Playing Tetris has gifted a sub to Vandweller. Thank you, Dog, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Vandweller. Congratulations to Vandweller. Really, really good. All right, looks like both players are ready. My word, CF475F. Don't want to replay this one because this is it, guys. The winner of this one single solitary match is the winner of the entire tournament and the largest, and gets a big share of the largest prize pool we've had in a monthly Masters event. So let us get them started. History in the making either way. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Andrew Meep, don't even say words like that. Don't give expected value of individual games. It's crazy. All right, we are underway in game 5. This is a decider. I gotta put the decider on the screen, guys, and this is a regular decider, so there it is. I forgot to do the decider. Huck Dyla says, I have a feeling NES Tetris is dying. Why is NES Tetris dying? Viewership on all platforms for all Tetris event is higher than ever. Prize pools are higher than ever. More and more players are joining. We've got new players achieving, new accomplishments. It's far from dying. I mean, except in the sense that everything is dying. Mr. Burrow with the Prime sub. Thank you, Mr. Burrow. 18 months. Really appreciate that. That's right, 8-Bit Lord. We literally just broke the prize pool record and it's dying. Dead. I'm going to refund all the prize pool, guys. Let's pack it up. Not even going to finish this match. Why bother? All right, 221 for Pixelandy, 201 for Doug. Yeah, I mean, knuckling is not a new play style. It's just a new I would call it a new grip. Can I have some of that prize pool? I mean, if you're one of the top 8 players in this tournament, you can. Mad Pear has gifted a tier 1 sub to Sharky. Thank you, Mad Pear. Really appreciate your support of the channel. 276 for Dog. 291 for Pixelandy. $98 likes, so 2 more, and we get to lock Lori in. 2 more likes over on YouTube if you're watching. And you should always like the stream anyway. Like, do you not want the stream to, like, the channel to grow and more people to get exposed to it and make this a sustainable way to spend my time? Like, why wouldn't you like it? Just like it every time. $391 for Dog, $343 for Pixelandy. All right, Laurie, I think we've done it. 2222 from Dano says, "Go Artiaga, go." Laurie has also gifted a membership over on YouTube, so thank you, Dano, for that very generous super chat, and thank you to Lori for gifting that membership. Looks like Hana got it. Is that like the Hana? Well, there you go. And it looks like we had contribution to Twitch as well. 666 bits from Rogue Potato. Thank you, Rogue Potato, for those bits. Look at that. Wow. Oh, that left side for Andy is a little bit of a problem. And now he's kind of, well, let's see what he can do. Really needs something here. Got to keep that well open. Oh, and he misses the spin. Andy is in trouble kind of on 18. He's bringing it down, but he's got 10 lines to work with. And, you know, well, you can do stuff on 19. You really want a decent stack to kind of work with. At least you don't want to have to do everything on 19. So he's bringing it down. 1 more burn to go. He's going to take that burn. 461 for him. 568 for Dog. Andy's going to open up that right. He's got burns here. Okay, he's back down to safety. So assuming he gets the bar, you know, he's got burns now. He can just take the triple. He just wants to get out of this. And there's the long bar. And see, you can get out of that dig, but you're never really fully done with that dig. You don't feel that way until you get the Tetris, right? You don't really feel you survived until you bring it down and just put that exclamation point of a Tetris on it. 520, even though objectively you're like, you're no worse off than if you stack that way normally, but it just feels different. 531 for Pixelandy. 655 for Dog. Yeah, huge dig for Andy. There's a dirty 561. The Dog with almost a little more than 100,000 point lead and 7 lines back. All right, dog not gonna get suckered in by that line spin setup. Oh, kind of tricky business here for a dog as well. 691 for him. A hype train is complete. Oh my god, a level 3 hype train. Holy moly. Wow. I'll never forget where I was. Because I'm always in the same place when they happen, sitting right here. 731 for dog, 655 for Andy. Thanks, Chen. Andy, is this the first Dog Andy's finals match in a long time? It is the first. It's the in terms of Masters, yes. Yes, it is. The last time they met in the finals of Masters was the time previous where Andy won, August of 2023. Now they did meet in. Did they not? Oh, they have not met in the DAS Masters finals. For all the times that they've been in DAS Masters and had success in that, and Andy won 7 of them and Dog won 2, they did not meet in the DAS Masters finals. They may miss each other in DAS. 889 entry into 29 for Pixel Andy. Now, they've met in the tournaments, but they have not, finals-wise, no. I mean, they met each other in DAS Masters, like, this month. In the top 8. Pixel Andy, A10, B34 for Dog. Level 29 speed, previously unplayable, now playable. And you're looking at 2 of the best right now. A89, that's 1 million points. B52, that's 1.1 million points. So 60,000 point lead for Dog. Tetris for Dog, B92. And Andy's board starting to climb a bit. He's bringing it down, though. History on the line for both of these players. Tetris for Pixel Andy, B94, C82. Tetris for Pixel Andy, C36. He's back by about 50,000 points. Tetris is on 34. Worth 42,000 points. Andy still with kind of a jacked up board on that left side. This is going to be really tough. N-Dog with this $50 super chat. Thank you so much. I'll read it in a little bit. And that is going to be a top out for Pixel Andy. And Dog has won CTM Masters event for August 2025. And he is your all-time winningest Masters event player. This is his 12th Masters victory. Leaping ahead of Corion, who has 11 wins. Dog is now your all-time winningest Masters player. What an event. Pixel Andy, you did great. You took it all the way to the house right at the end, decider. Not much else you can do it there. You're going to have to be okay with just taking second and then winning DAS Masters. You know, it's not a bad month, but it is Dog who is your winner. My word, a long, long, long journey for Dog. He won his first one. My God, when did he win his first one? Let's take a look at when he won his first one. All right, here, hold on. When did he win his first one? Let's take a look. Here, we'll go back. Look at, all right, where is he? There he is. Yeah, all right, so there you go. He won his first one December of 2020. Look at that little kid. Look at him. There he is. December of 2020. The next year, so that's one. The next year he won 3. February, June, and July. So back to back. Next, he won 2 of them in 2022. So what are we at now? How many are we at? Let's see. 2, 3, and 1. That's 6. 6. 2023. The only player in 2023 to win 2. We had 12 events with 11 total winners. Dog was the only one to win 2. He won Lone Star, and then he won February monthly. So what are we up to? 8? This better add up to 12 or I'm going to be embarrassed. Dog won in No Cap November. So he still has won every year, at least since 2020. And it's and then he won Mega Masters this year, May the month after, and now August of 2025, his 3rd one of the year. So that should all add up to the right number, and if it doesn't, I did the math wrong. So yeah, so that is Dog. He is your champion. Let me do the proper thing here and get the proper winner scene going so that we can look at Dog. We need to look at him, guys. Oh, well, that is not. Hold on. Way to step on a moment, Vandy. All right, here we go. So there he is, Dog playing Tetris, your classic Tetris Monthly Masters winner. We can officially say, CTM-wise, the best to ever do it. There he is, $12 contribution to the prize pool for Dog playing Tetris. The best to ever do it. The best master, the best CTM player ever. And let me tell you something. This is not to take anything away from any of the previous players. It's so difficult nowadays to win this. The skill difference between the top players is very small. Okay, I'm not saying anything about the old days, but you guys understand there was like 1 or 2 good players and then a bunch of, nice people. But the level of competition has never been higher. And for this guy to win 12, doing so in the era that he's done it, I don't know. It's one of the best. You want to put it up there with one of the biggest accomplishments in sports? I'll say it. It's one of the best things you can ever do in sports. Okay? All sports. I don't care what you say. All right? Dude's Michael Jordan of Tetris, okay? Although he won more than Michael Jordan. All right. I don't know if you guys want to interview or you just want to raid. Do you want to talk to me? You don't have to. You can not do that if you want to, but you want to interview. All right. It's not going to be synced up, guys, but you guys know the drill by now. I'm going to try to put this because Dan V is going to be really pissed at me if I don't get this right. Let me put this on the chat thing and then see what happens. I think this will work. Let me find Doug. Doug, do you mind unblocking me on Discord? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, that's not the right. Hold on. I need to fix input device has to be here. Dog, say words.
Hello.
Oh, you're saying words. Okay, this is good. This is good news. Dan V is not going to yell at me. Yeah, because normally what happens, I put it on the wrong thing, and he's like, Vandy, we didn't pick up the interview thing again. I can't remove them. That's a whole thing. Anyway, Dan V. Who cares about Dan V? Dog playing Tetris. You are as you know, the all-time winningest Masters player of all time. You were tied with Corian. You were what? 2 games, wins below Corian entering the year. Did you think that you would get it this year? I mean, you pulled off 3 in just a few months. So did you think you were going to get it this year?
I mean, honestly, like, again, it was something that like always felt so like out of reach. Like even whenever I started to get more wins, like around like whenever I started to get to like the 5, like 6 to like 7 or 8 wins, like I still wasn't really thinking about it. But then it kind of just caught up to me, and I was like, wait, I could actually get this. But I wasn't expecting it to happen so rapidly. And I mean, honestly, everything kind of just lined up for this one. Like, it's kind of poetic that how I get my 12th win is I beat Andy in the decider. So yeah,
it's pretty poetic.
Yeah, Andy loves it, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, so you were kind of in a race with Fractal for a while, just kind of, hovering at the same amount, and then all of a sudden, Fractal kind of ducks out of, comp, like open comp for a while, which really kind of gave you, kind of an opportunity to sort of get out ahead. And you took the opportunity, and you 3 this year. You've won at least 1 every year that you've played in the Masters event. 'Cause I don't think you played in the Masters event in 2019, right? No. You didn't win. You only until 2020, and it was only after you'd won CTWC. So you've won at least 1 every single year that you've played, and we're going on 5 years, which is crazy. Like, what stands out to you across these 5 years that you've been playing in this event, and really, top level competitive Tetris?
I think I would say even though I think it's like more of a it's more of like a one-time thing, but like the most memorable tournament for me in a while was actually No Cap November. Like that was definitely the most memorable win I've had in like the past like 4 years or so. So I mean that's probably what I would say. I mean I don't know if we could do it again, but yeah, I mean that one is super memorable. I mean just in general like my Tetris career definitely has some ups and downs and stuff. But yeah, I mean 3 wins in the last like 4 months. I don't know. That's kind of unbelievable still.
And not to mention, you are the no Nextbox World Champion. I mean, of course. I mean, there's that.
Oh,
I mean, of course.
True.
Sure that's right up there. So what was so memorable about the No Cap November? Like, why does that stand out to you?
I mean, it was just I mean, obviously it stands out to me because it was No Cap November, but also it was like it's I mean, at the end of the day, it's difficult to line out on kill screen. So the fact that like I don't think it's really talked about enough how like me and Scooty really did play like genuinely incredibly in that entire set to like go to colors and like go to like 900 lines and like 1100 lines like every single game. So I mean, yeah, that was definitely the most memorable just because of that.
Yeah, thanks Kingman for the raid. Appreciate that. Wait, how many people were watching Kingsman? Why were 18 people watching Kingsman? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no, I mean that tournament really was sort of like, the whole tournament, ever since, we got the first rollover and it was a Hydrant Dude, and then it became, 39 cap, and then getting those pace accomplishments before 39 and getting rollovers consistently, and then unlocking that where the game really is just, it was all about, early it was like, oh, who can max out? Can you get the max out? Rollover sort of became the new max out. And then once you uncap that and it became just like, who can get the most rollovers? I mean, that was, I will never forget. That always stands out in my mind as like one of the like pinnacle moments of Tetris too. So to me, that's like amazing that we both think that. So now here's a question. Can you name everybody that you've beat in the finals?
Everybody, that's actually a good question. That's a good question. Okay. All right, my first ever win was against Nenu. And yeah, GG. I don't know if I know any of the other ones. Okay, okay, so Nenu, and then after that,
it doesn't have to be in order, but if you could go in order, that would be very impressive.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so Nenu, Andy, Sidnev, bro, I'm losing it. Okay, so I have 6 right now. I need the 7th one. Wait, I look, you don't know. Wait, I'm not looking at chat. I'm not looking at chat. I'm not looking at chat.
Don't look at chat. Don't look at chat. Close your eyes. You want
wait, what?
you want this legit.
I'm actually like, oh, eyeball. So that's 7. Did I wait? I'd never beat. Oh yeah.
Don't look.
Wait, what?
Don't look.
No, I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Yeah, 7.
Right.
Okay, wait. So I have 5 more.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, no. I don't think I might have to
name
clock
some
out
of the
here.
best players. Just name some of the best players.
Okay. Nah, I gotta like recall it. Sodium? Oh wait, no, I'm tripping out.
No, Sodium is not finished.
No, I'm tripping out.
That's like shade. That's shade, dude.
Tristop? I think Tristop was
Tristop was your second one.
Tristop.
That was your second one. Okay. February 21.
Eric?
Eric was your 4th one, July 21.
Okay. This is good. Okay, 9.
I think
Alex T. Okay, I might have the clock out here, but we'll see.
And then one of them you've already mentioned the game, but you didn't mention that you didn't put them on the list. You already said Andy like a dozen times.
Yeah, was there another one?
Yeah, you didn't say Scooty.
Wait, when did I beat Scooty?
No cap?
Oh my god.
You were literally just talking about it.
Okay, 10. I got 10. Yeah, that's cheating. Okay, I would never have gotten Scooty for some reason. So.
Yeah, you had Nenu, Tristop, Alex T, Eric, Andy, Sidnev, Scooty, Sidnev, Eyeball, Andy.
Okay, I mean 10 out of 12 while not looking at chat. I'll take it.
It's pretty good. Now, do you remember everybody who's beat you in the finals?
Actually, no. That's a good question. Hold on. Okay,
who's beat you?
Okay, Andy beat me in the finals. Scooty beat me in the finals like a few times, maybe like 2 or 3 times. Fractal. Freaking Fractal, bro.
Yeah, Fractal beat you. That was your first 2 losses in the finals. Was Fractal?
Yeah. I already said Alex T.
You got Alex T. You got Andy. You said Scooty, and that was it.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so I mean, yeah, I think somebody in chat said that I think this puts you. Now, I'm not here to like dox you and your finances, but somebody said that you might be the first player to make $50,000 with classic Tetris on the money list. Now, of course, you don't have that cash in your room, but you know, #1 money winner, #1 Masters winner, 2-time CTWC winner. Of course, you won our DAS Masters events twice. What else is left for you to do? What is next?
I mean, retirement's looking good right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly have no idea. I think I'll just keep playing tournaments. Like I dropped out of like most tournaments other than CTM and the DAS Masters. Just because like I'm playing Tetris less because Nerves is on Spotify right now. Nerves by Michael Kahn. Make sure to check that out on Spotify.
Yeah. Someone paste the Spotify link in the chat. Someone paste directly to it.
Yeah, let me send a link real quick. There's gonna be more output coming soon as well. You guys will definitely not have to wait another year for the next song. That was my bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, who else's bad would it have been? I mean, it's your like. Why would it be anybody? Of course, it's your bad. Like, it's not anybody else's. Okay, so I mean, all right, so yeah, you're gonna keep playing. There's no end. You're playing master. You're playing, of course, Classic Tetris Monthly, best tournament ever. Of course, you would, of course, agree. Don't even bother saying it out loud because I know you would say that. And then, do you want us to do No Cap November again? Here's a question. What's your take?
I have to say, with no bias, yes, it should happen again.
You do?
Yeah, it definitely should happen again. Because the thing is like we could put Crash like as like a cap, But then at the same time, it's like that's looking not a no cap November. But
Well, it's not
um,
our cap November; it's the game's cap November. So it's kind of it
yeah,
would
that's
add a
true.
wrinkle, and it would add like it would put a little downward pressure on lining out, like not much,
Yeah,
because most
I
games
think
are
it would
not.
put like a little downward pressure.
Yeah,
But it's so that what I was talking about with like me versus Goody and no cap, like it's so hard to like play like just lining out. So like with that downward pressure, I don't know how good the quality of matches will be, but actually it'll probably be fine. Yeah, I think no cap November definitely should happen again. And maybe the 155 cap can put a spin on it.
and then maybe that would give some everybody's like, oh, there should be crash dodge. Nobody does it. Nobody cares about it. But maybe it would like interest people in that, or at least so that maybe there would be a new record in it. So I don't know. Maybe we should do that. Maybe
I
no
mean,
cap, but with crash on.
Miles has been working on something, but it's just not legal right now.
Wait, what?
But yeah, there is like crash dodge. But yeah, for the most part, crash dodge. Yeah, it's kind of more of just like a fable than actually something that people would go for just because of its difficulty.
All right,
But
you have to tell me in DMs. So you got to tell me what it is. Like I won't tell anybody. I don't have any friends anyway. Nobody talks to me, and I don't want to talk to anybody. So it's perfect. I'm the best person to tell secrets to. So yeah, I don't know. People are starting to get excited with Crash. All right, Dog. Do you have anything that you want to say to the world besides? All right, we already know. Yeah, go to get your new stupid single or whatever, Spotify.
Yep.
Put the link in there. Besides that, anything else you want to say to the Tetris world? You're sitting on top of the Tetris world right now, the all-time winningest Masters player, the most prestigious online tournament. You've won more than anybody. What do you want to say to the world?
all right, thank you to my friends and family for supporting me and my parents. Thank you Pixel Andy. Thank you Vandweller for running the CTM. Let's see. Thank you to just everyone in Tetris that supports me. I do really appreciate it. And that's the reason why I keep going, you know what I mean? And just thank you.
Yeah, why can't you guys afford more than like 2 capture cards? Can you just get like one third one, please?
I can't get a K9 and N-Dog, bro.
Nah, the thing is, like my cash card I'm using right now, like it's a really good capture card. Like it's like $80.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
We'll
I
just
don't know
have
if I
a
can get
backup.
another
A
one.
backup. That's all you need. A backup. Let's get an
Yeah,
easy
yeah,
cap.
and I'll invest. I'll invest. I think I'll invest.
All right, I think you can afford the equipment for this sport, so it's not that bad. All right.
Oh yeah, thank you to the Matcherino prize pool donors. By the way, yeah, like that's literally insane. Like I don't know how the prize pool got that big, but I really do appreciate everyone who donated to the prize pool. Wait, let me pull up the Matcherino real quick because I just want to see because like that is absurd. Like I do really appreciate it. K9 watching Tetris, of course. Definitely in the big 3 of Tetris, Matcherino. Can this Matcherino page load? Yeah, nah. Who was the person who was like putting up the bounties?
That was N-Dog.
N-Dog, thank you, N-Dog. The bounties. Nah, that's good, bro. I appreciate it. Kind of a we thought he was going to be more like a. Yeah, never mind. No, I was trying to. Yeah. Yo, can this load? Yo, I'm not like the Matcherino website. Is it bad for like everyone here?
It's been like this for a couple weeks now. It's really annoying. I'm surprised that we even have anything in there because like I can barely get in.
Error code 522 connection timed out.
All right,
Yeah, I do appreciate. No, honestly, you guys donated like so much. I really do appreciate all the donors.
Yeah,
and yeah,
I'll thank them. Don't worry, I'm gonna thank everybody on your behalf, and they'll know that it's coming from you. All right, so Doug, you've said your message to the world. You're the all-time winner, which is really just nuts. Like because listen again. All respect to all the players in the old days, but there was like 2 or 3 good players, and then just a lot of nice folks showing up. You know what I mean? And nowadays there's a lot of really top tier players who could win at any time. So this to me is like one of the most amazing accomplishments I've seen really in any sport. Sounds a little stupid to say because it's Tetris, who cares? But I care, and the people watching care. And I mean, it's just a run of dominance and excellence, which is really, really rare. I mean, it's like Jordan, Tom Brady levels of dominance. So congratulations. It's not the end of your career, but congratulations on a great career and this amazing accomplishment.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, well, that is going to do it. Dog playing Tetris, your winner. Get one last look at him. There you go, Goff. I'll raid you if you want to raid, or if you just want to go away. That's fine, too. But I do have some people to thank. So let's go ahead and end this fun. Dog, goodbye. There you go. Get out of here. Okay, enough. Well, folks, we have had ourselves quite a day. I want to do this, and I will update this whole thing. And let's play some music here so we can thank you. There it is. All right. Well, I've got a lot of people to thank. Thank you so much to shout out Martz. Oh, Martz. Okay. Shout out to you, Martz. Thank you, Martz. Appreciate you for whatever reason. He knows that. Well, I want to give a good, hearty thank you to those of you who watched this month. I know it's a little bit awkward because we're not going to have a September, kind of going through some stuff here at the house, and I wish that I could have gotten a tournament out for September. Just wasn't going to happen. But this month is actually going to be a little bit of a blessing because I can get some stuff done for the tournament that'll help, kind of sustain it for the long run. We're scraping along. We're doing okay. We're making it through. But definitely more work to do to try to get this thing where it needs to be. So I appreciate all of y'all's patience for that. We are going to open quals now that the August tournaments are done. Traditionally, we have not opened up, quals for the next month until the tournaments are done. So I feel like if I open them tomorrow, we are still in the spirit of that. So I'll do my best to get those quals open tomorrow. Yeah, I want to thank everybody who's watching. Y'all are great, making so much fun to be here. I love doing this. It's like my favorite thing, my favorite job of all time. So appreciate y'all hanging out for that. I want to thank the players for, showing up, being on stencil, being on time mostly, having capture cards done, and all that. I want to thank the schedulers. They've got the toughest job in Tetris. Because as nice as the players are and accommodating, it's like herding cats and Crinkle and who's that other guy? Zempro, do an amazing job. So thank you so much. A lot of people behind the scenes, too many to name. Moderators, of course, Twitch, we're like the Federal Reserve, the way we print moderators, but y'all do a pretty decent job. So thank you for that. I'll give you all a B-. It's good enough. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you to the Twitch mods, Discord mods. Thank you all so much. You're doing great. We got all kinds of people behind the scenes. Qual checkers, Hana doing a ton of it. Of course, old mods who are not here anymore. Tech team keeping the website going. Really appreciate all y'all. All the restreamers who restream like the lower tiers and things like that. Just it's a huge thing that we need that funnel into these tournaments, and those lower tiers are the funnel into the top tiers. So super important that what y'all are doing. So thank you all so much. Also want to thank those of you who contributed to the stream really all year long, but in this particular stream here, we'll refresh it so it starts where it needs to start. Ready? Thanks to those of you who supported the stream. Of course, we thank you throughout the month, but this stream, new followers: Dylan, Gmail, Chase, Je suis, Mika, and Richard. Twitch subs: Rorschach, Llama, Tolstoy, Codename, Shin, DHK, T.O., Cox, Danny J, Blue Scooty's Grandpa, Blue Scooty, Galaxy Biscuit, Matt Kelly, Nerd the Box, Mabelon, JR, Naraya, Cyrus, and Dweller, DJ Mr. Burrow, Sharky Floxay. Some of those were gifts. Thank you for the gifts. Q-Pup Jesus was in there. Dawson, Ogas, Hana, Laurie, Gifted, Rogue Potato, K9, Commodore Friday, Russell, Super Chats from N-Dog, Laurie, and Dano, Twitch rates from Kingsman. Some of those subs were gifts as well from Mad Pear and OTA Howard. And if I missed you, Stanislaw gifted that one to Blue Scooty. So thank you so very much for your contributions to the channel. Prize pool, yeah, we broke a record, guys. This is the highest prize pool of one of the monthlies, right? Take out Mega Masters, all that. This is the highest one for the monthlies, which is crazy. By the way, thank you for the late incoming super chat. Thank you for your continued efforts, Vandy. There's Mr. Brain. Thanks for the $10. Appreciate that. We can. Oh my God, I can pay my Apple Music bill now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So yeah, thank you to those of you who contributed to the prize pool. I mean, it really crazy amount. And we're gonna thank everybody right now who did that because y'all deserve it. Scott Gray getting us off to a huge start with the 1,000. Appreciate that. N-Dog with a ton of contributions totaling, I can't even count, but way too many zeros. K9 watching Tetris, helping us cash in on some of those in big amounts as well. Huge. Really appreciate what y'all have done. Summer B, Fractal former roommate, 69 is the name of someone. Thank you. Cute Pup Jesus, Russell, Henry, Adam Irish, Guillaume, OTA Howard, Nick, Russell, Mino Floof, Lori, Agathis, Robin, Silver Sauce, Andy Coe, Game Scout, Matt Kelly, Zella Zowie, Rogue Potato, Mila, Monthly Tetris, thank you. Oh my God, Monthly Tetris, you're the best of all. Junior, Nicholas, Fancy Mimi, Davis, Arbaro, tmp.tetris.lol, Abby Normal, Maisie or McQuizzy, Maitre Huitien, Robin, Trans Rights, Katood, Mad Pear, Piano Land, 52 Cannon, Noah Boa, and Blank. So thank you for all of your contributions. What a month. History made. Now I got graphics I got to update. Thanks a lot, dog. My word. All right, so we are going to open qualifiers tomorrow. Thank you, Chen. Appreciate that. So yeah, there you go. Anybody else want to get thanked? Oh, all of y'all watching. Threes Twos, Henry B, Pines Cutely, Tio. I mean, I can't name you all. What other messages do I have for the world? Stop sending Tetris players to dangerous countries as a prize, and please allow the padless controller in all your tournaments. So there you go. That's great. Okay. Oh, and thank you, Random Stuff of Me. Most of all, Random Stuff of Me. All right, I am going to go ahead and end this fun. We have nothing scheduled, but I'm going to try to do some interesting streams this month. You'll do some. We might do Monday Night Chasedown. We might do Tetris Deathmatch. We might do some weird other concepts. I don't know, but I got an open palette here. I got some days I can stream, so we'll do some weird stuff. So thanks again, and hope to see you soon. YouTube, bye-bye. Twitch, thanks K9, really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. And then we'll raid you off somewhere. If Dog or Andy is streaming, we can go there. I just want to make sure. But I don't think either one of them are going. Are they? I don't think so. Let me look. They're probably like, whatever. Dog playing SMB1? Nope, not going. Pixel Andy, not going. You think you think these guys would stream if they could? They're not on that Sigma grind set or whatever. Whatever the heck that is. Pog Valor? Pog Valor is streaming? I don't see Pog Valor. Where? Oh, Pog Valor. But that's a qualifier, so I don't raid qualifiers, so I'm not going to do that. I don't raid qualifiers as a rule. So we're gonna raid Javan T, who is doing some practice. All right, Javan T, a supporter and a longtime friend of the channel. So we will go ahead and raid Javan T. We already said Javan T out loud. Sorry, I didn't know you were streaming. But if you want to watch Giovanni, go over to GOG Tetris, okay? I already said it out loud. Thanks, Jen. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. But yeah, raid GOG Tetris also. Or go there.